Yeah, I'm doing well. How are ya? Hello, hello. What's good? It is time for the watch together. I haven't watched any games either, so I've been waiting. Chat right there. It's gonna be a good time tonight. Oh man. Nice little watch together. Watch half the games, and I can watch the other half on my own time. Well, half the games isn't like, I guess all the games, but like, you know what I mean. Unless the people pull up, and then we'll start up. Just watching when Champions came out, I really like your vibe. Can you do more Mario Party streams? That'd be cool. Yeah, most likely in the future. I wouldn't say right away. Sharpedo was great. Here's why it was awesome too. I wouldn't say right away just because obviously we're about to have champions. But I'll definitely play more Mario Party in general. Thank you, Saf. Hey, guys. I'm chilling. Let me just check one thing. Let me get that. We got people pulling up. Pancake, much love. Started watching like 5 years ago, and I'm a girl now. Happy Pride. Much love, fam. I haven't watched any of the games, just yours and James' point of view. Nice. I'm starting to get you interested in VGC. Oh no. I mean, as long as Mons is Mon. Do you watch any of the VGC tournament? I didn't watch final. Well, I watched finals. I didn't watch all of top 4 though. Not yet, anyway. But I will. Frosty went crazy. I wonder who that guy is. Funny as hell. Since the first time since Indy, first double rocks I dodged my opponent burning me. I still won. Let's go. Nick, thank you so much for the gifted sub as well. What up, Blizz Toys? Gonna have a good time today. About to watch this stream. Day 4 of asking for a Pokemon YouTube channel is crazy. I have one. I have one now. How you doing, Kevin? My channel's back. Of course. Let's get Master of Games. So we're gonna start. I got 4 games here. I like when draft starts. I like watching the more YouTube, the more VGC side of things, just because it's really interesting to see how VGC players react to draft. All these players have done draft, obviously, but it's really fun. Like, it's like, oh yeah, this is draft when they get hit with that. So I'm really excited. I'm also excited to see how the what up, Mac? I'm also excited to see how the new or how our predictions went, rather. So we're about to watch this first game of Shady versus Wolf, and it's gonna be a good time. Also, in today's stream, we've teamed up with the Kaisa project. They're a non-profit initiative that basically is made to raise awareness about sexual assault prevention, which is unfortunately a huge thing in gaming, and provide healthy ways to deal. I saw your game, by the way, you cooked. Thank you, fam. Healthy ways to reach out and give people some subs. Not subs, sorry, and give. Sorry, so yeah, I saw the gifted sub, and I was like, and give people some subs is funny as hell. No, that's a very serious topic, but and basically, give people resources they need for help, and help victims feel confident in coming forward. So if you want to check them out, !Kaisa. I didn't watch any of these. No, I haven't watched anything yet. And yeah, I think it's a great partnership too. When they hit me up, I was like, yes, let's do it. This is very important. I think it's also like really important as well, like especially with like everything going on with VGC as well. Like, you remember Wolf took, that 3-4 month break from going to tournaments because people weren't respecting his space, and worse than that, that's probably the lightest way I could say it, right? I just think it's important. It's important to empower survivors, encourage people to come forward, and also educate the community. If you have a community, I feel like you should educate them. I donate where it goes. No, you don't have to donate. to anything. It's literally just raising awareness about it. If you want to check it out, !Kaisa. It's literally just that link. And yeah, that's just basically it. I'll talk about it a couple more times, but there's nothing that goes to me. You don't have to do anything to me. It's just important. It's a very important topic, and I feel like this is something that is, especially in the gaming community, it's super, super, super like prevalent. It's sad. I feel like we as people need to be better, and it's not just it's not just like it's for guys and girls and everybody in between, everybody after. It doesn't matter. No, the Kaisa like Kaisa Ironman. No. It's way better than that, thankfully. But anyway, we're gonna get into our first game. We're gonna watch Wolf versus Shady. Feel free to check out the link down below. Feel free to check out !Kaisa if you want to actually, read a little bit more and see what you could do. And what are your thoughts on making a Sandrush Lycanroc team? Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Sharking 2 numbers is crazy. What up, Dill? And we'll talk about it a little bit more later. What are your thoughts on Champions Random Battles? Needs some help. It definitely needs some help. It's okay. I'm incredibly happy you're doing this. Much love, fam. I see you're supporting a good cause. Problem in the gaming esports world for sure. It's a problem everywhere, honestly, but for 100%. It's good to see you, Ness. Mizu, much love, fam. I appreciate you. All right, so we're going to get into this. We're going to watch game 1, and then, watch game 2, and then we'll watch game 3, and we'll watch game 4, etc., etc., etc. But again, if you want more information, especially if you're somebody who has, unfortunately, been a victim of this, !Kaisa. And if you just want to educate yourself, which I think is very important in general, feel free to read that link. Last couple of days of MA, time to run 6 Rock Slide Mons. You're a bad person. Are you going to watch the game you played? I'm going to watch James's side of the game I played. I haven't even watched it yet. Thank you, Cosmo. And then I'm basically watching the VGC side this week. And then next week, I'm going to watch Mount. And basically, I'm trying to go back and forth between everybody I watch. So we're going to watch like Shady. It's interesting because it's basically VGC versus singles, right? Because you have myself, Shady, Mount, and Playmore, which are singles, predominantly singles players, and then you have the VGC side. So I'm very excited to see, I'll go back and forth, so that way we can kind of see the comparison. I wanted to really watch the VGC side for the first week, though, because, again, it's really fun to see people's reactions to things in draft that you don't normally see. Much love, fam. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to do my best not to put this at, 1.5, 1 point whatever speed, but you might hear a 1.25. Who's most likely to win WDL? I think James, Aaron, and Wolf are obviously, the big ones. I think these can be made a lot harder though, because like Necro and Shady can easily take some wins. Like last season, we had some crazy wins from both of them. We also have obviously Mount won SBL as well, and Playmore has probably one of the most disgusting teams. So I feel like anybody can really win it. It's going to be a nasty one. I really think it's going to be a nasty season. But let's get into game 1. What I might do is for the intro, I'll probably put it at 1.5, and then I'll go a little bit slower for this because I know some people watch these back and they're not native viewers. Also, by the way, that QR code as well is for the Kaisa project too. But some people aren't native viewers, and it's like, oh man, this is tough to listen to with you talking and them talking. And I'll probably be like, well, you can go watch their video if you want, but at the same time, I'll try to be a little bit easier for the stream. And links down below. Definitely check out the Wolfey Draft League website. By the way, make sure you get your predictions in on the Wolfey Draft League website. I'm not a native viewer. You've been here enough. It doesn't matter if you are.
Real YouTube is playing a Draft League. Season 2 has finally begun. I gotta say, that's gotta be one of my best ones ever. Who else think it? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 2 of the Wolfey Draft League.
There's a website, yes.
It's very exciting. It's been several months since the Season 1 of the Draft League, and I am so happy and excited to be here now. If you haven't already, you should check out the draft breakdown.
What is this quality? Is this Wolf's quality or is this meat? This is meat.
To see which Pokemon I drafted.
I was like, yo, why your showdown look like my showdown uploads from like 10, 15 years ago? That woke me up a little.
The match is in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go quickly through the team here.
Do a little.
Apologies, I'm a little bit. I'm like not quite in my rhythm.
I have YouTube Prime or Premium, so like I could do this.
We are playing Shady 1.
I can go to 4 times.
And I do think that Shady will bring my loading, so I have to watch out for that. I think it can cause some pretty major trouble.
We have no idea about the next regulation.
techs, here on the team to hopefully deal with it, but it can still cause some trouble. And the third is actually Paldean Tauros Blaze Breed. My team across the board has many fighting and fire weaknesses, and Tauros is both a fighting and a fire type. So while I initially planned to bring King Gambit to hopefully help versus...
So he didn't end up bringing Veil. His 6 Mons were a lot like what we talked about last time. We did talk about Gambit, and we did talk about Dragonite coming with them. He loves his Kangaskhan. We knew Palafin, Ariados. Arcanine looked good. So for the most part, his 6 or 7 Mons that we talked about did end up coming. We did say that one of these could have been King Gambit, so it's really cool to see.
Versus Milotic and the Floette.
I said 6 or 7, okay? Calm down, man. I paused. But I'll fight it.
Actually decided that I needed Dragonite.
I love Ariados. I think it's really good
Pokemon
here.
that I am bringing today. Starting with Frostlass is trained to outspeed.
By the way, is the volume of Wolf and the volume of myself talking good? I know sometimes, thank you, Saf. No, well, stop dropping 6, 7 joules. Please. Is the volume of both okay? It's good? Yeah? All right, cool.
Max speed Meowstic before it Mega Evolve. Shady has 3 potential Megas on his team in Meowstic, Garchomp, and Floette. I think that Meowstic and Floette will come. I don't really expect Garchomp, and I think Meowstic is not planning on Mega Evolving, though of course he always has the option to. I'm expecting it to be more of a supporting set. So one advantage that my team has against Shady's team is that Frostless outspeeds every single one of his Pokemon except for Mega Meowstic, meaning if he does not Mega Evolve, then he is not able to outspeed Frostlass. So
which is a big thing for this, right? Like, obviously, you can just get your free Blizzards. Obviously, we had talked about Veil being a thing. Stop with the 6, 7 joules. Please stop this.
Late game situation, Frostlass can be really strong.
I
With
can
that
go
being said, getting
Wolf.
Frostlass there is going to be difficult against super strong offensive threats, but many of Shady's Pokemon are actually more defensive, and so my idea here is that against Pokemon like Corviknight, Umbreon, Floette, not Floette, sorry.
Hold up. I can put him up a little bit more. Actually, that's the most I could put Wolf up.
Right, Milotic.
He's just being quiet.
Their threats, I should hopefully be able to set up a nasty plot. Thunderbolt over Shadow Ball is here because it hits Corviknight and Milotic for more
That's
damage.
just how he
Both of which are
talks.
pretty threatening for my team. Max special attack, rest in HP, allows it to survive Raging Bolt.
You'll see it soon,
in the
Vitus.
snow, as well as Flare Blitz at -1. Palafin is a Pokemon that is a little
I guess that's
contentious,
fair.
not everybody likes, but I think it can be strong here. Shady's team only has 2 water resistances.
He brought Scarf.
With threatening, the other of which is
Scarf is really interesting. Obviously, just Milotic is a problem, but you have Ariados to like force it to attack you and you can't be Hypnosis because of Insomnia, which is really cool. But Stronger is fine. Winnaby and Elemental come to one of these fights. I wish more people played the Pokebillies Champion server. Oh, I will check it out. I think it was a little quiet when I watched it too. Had to be using volume booster on my browser. That's what it feels like. I think it's wild that Whimsicott was undrafted. I think it's really good.
Is less threatening. I'm using Scarf. Scarf Palafin here is one of my answers to Tauros. If it's not Choice Scarf, then I'll be able to attack it before it can move. And if it is Choice Scarf, I can still find out right away on turn 1.
And he has a Jet Punch either way.
And will let me choose which Pokemon to go into based on which move they lock with Flip Turn. I'm slower than Tauros with Scarf, but I will be faster than even Mega Meowstic with this Palafin.
Thank you, Ness.
Yeah,
thank you for the generosity.
Last move because close combat didn't feel that necessary here, and I figure like it's another panic button versus Milotic. If they go for like recover, maybe I can encore them in the late game. There's also a world where Palafin comes in the back in one of the modes, and if that happens, then yeah, like maybe I might not be able to transform, and encore gives me some utility even in baby form. Ariados is here. It's trained to hopefully be one of my answers to both Floette and Milotic. Toxic allows me to actually apply some pressure on Milotic. I don't think Toxic will ever like deal with Milotic on its own, as well as Umbreon, but I think
this is exactly what we talked about, right? A Rage Powder, Poison Jab, and Toxic. We talked about the Poison move, and we talked about Toxic being really, really good here because it allows it to get to the passive one. So I'm happy that we called at least this set in particular. And obviously, I'll talk a little bit more as the actual game's going because that's the whole. It's the watch and discuss. It's a watch together, but we're also discussing it. But I'd like that we called this. I think Akaberry is a really cool touch too. It allows them a one-time live into Tauros.
Can hopefully like help me chip some of the Pokemon down, some of the key threats. Down, and so
I mean, Insomnia makes a lot of sense here. Milotic can coil Hypnosis, so this is I think this was the only one. In Megaskull, if you're waiting for facts.
Just a supporting set. Rage Powder can help support Frostlass. Rage Powder can help support Palafin. Poison Jab is here to hit Floette. This is not like intended to be like the counter to Floette, but more one of the Pokemon that I can actually switch in against it because it is so bulky. So yeah, I feel good about that. And then the fourth Pokemon on mode 1, it's Frostless Palafin, lead with Ariados and Arcanine in the back. Arcanine is here because it is a potential answer to Tauros.
I didn't help anybody prep.
Here, it can outspeed Milotic here. It has kind of just a standard moveset. Arcanine.
I just thought that like if you look at this one, Coil Hypnosis lets you deal with like Palafin and helps the teammates out. I didn't help anybody prep this week.
will also come in mode 2 as well, which
I'm
is
gonna put my mouse
Kangaskhan,
over his
Dragonite,
mouse.
Arcanine, and then either Palafin or Frostlass in the back.
Perfect.
This is more or less just a standard Arcanine set. It resists both Taurus's fire moves and Floette's fairy moves, and so it's here for that reason. Chovelberry allows it to
Chovel's cool.
take a close combat from Tauros, which it can do actually anyway with Intimidate, but this way I have a little bit more insurance. Extreme Speed can be really nice to pick things off. My team has a lot of priority with Palafin, Arcanine. Well, I guess those are the only priority users in this team, as well as Fega from Kangaskhan. So that's mode 1. It's Palafin, Frostlass in the lead with Arcanine and Ariados in the back. Mode 2 is a
I like the way he's thinking, by the way. So when Wolf first came back to draft last time, right? I mean, he might have already made modes, but he was definitely more so adapting on the fly, which I think you should do. I think having modes ready there and then adapting on the fly is good, but I like that he's showing in between. This is 1.5 times. This is 1.25 times, but it's just a little intro. So
Tailwind mode. And it uses Kangaskhan, who's using the
big games will happen. Don't worry.
I
just want to give people the respect for week 1.
So I figured, yeah, like Focus Sash allows me to still live a hit from the Tauros.
This is Wolfey's favorite set in the world. This is Wolf's favorite set in the world. Inner Focus is great for Tauros too.
I'm actually Inner Focus here because Shady does not have a Ghost type Pokemon, so I don't need to be scrappy. So you've seen the set before. You know what it does. Fake Out, Last Resort, do tons of damage. It's one of my
put it
favorite sets. I
1.5.
love to open with it. And then the last Pokemon here is a very interesting Mega Dragonite. So Dragonite Mega.
Oh, we talked about Ironhead. We did talk about Ironhead too. Oh, he's mixed. Thunderbolt for Corviknight. Okay, this is cool.
This Dragonite has the mild nature, which is plus
this is
special
game
attack
1, yeah.
defense, and it also has Inner Focus in its base form, and that's because it's a mix
Hey,
of
Maddie.
Tailwind, Air Slash, Ironhead, and Thunderbolt. The idea here is that against many of Shady's Pokemon, Mega Dragonite is, yeah, like just pretty effective.
I think it's a solid
Air
set,
Slash
yeah.
hits Pokemon like Tauros is the big one for super effective. Thunderbolt hits Milotic and Corviknight. Ironhead hits Gardevoir and Mega Floette. There's probably a couple Pokemon I'm forgetting here.
I do have Super King,
or Umbreon for super effective, or Drampa for that matter, but these are Pokemon that are lower priority for me. Yeah,
I did see the Thunderbolt on Frostlass, yes, which I think is a cool item, mainly into Milotic. Hey, Maddie.
I'm hoping that, like, Shady's team doesn't actually have that much speed control outside of maybe Thunderwave and Meowstic, and so, well, that is an option for sure. I think that going for some speed control and just doing some damage here is...
I mean, Corviknight as well, obviously, but you do threaten Corviknight with a lot of stuff.
Totally feasible for me. Fake Out, Tailwind, and then having access to Last Resort inside Tailwind while Dragonite is able to hit many Pokemon with good coverage moves, in general, feels like a pretty threatening combination, and I don't have to Mega Evolve Dragonite. Like, it is often better, especially if I find myself needing access to multi-scale, but there is a world where I can just non-Mega my Dragonite and just let it go down if I have Frostlass in the back. But having access to both Inner Focus and multi-scale is good. Inner Focus protecting me from Intimidate, so if Tauros is in the lead, I can fake out the partner in Tailwind, and like the worst case scenario.
Yeah, Frostlass doesn't get freeze dry. They're haters, but they did give Frostlass, you know, ghost typing and everything. So
Will-O-Wisp, but then I still have my special moves in Dragonite, so it's not the end of the world. So,
Wolf kind of looks like a Kangaskhan. I'm not talking about his actual looks, but like his shirt color, his hair. Yeah, I can see him having a kid named Joey, and I'm not talking about me. Well, maybe. If he is gonna sponsor my VGC, I'll be little Joey. You feel me? He kind of feels like Kangaskhan.
yeah, with all that being said, let me message Shady that I am.
I feel like Kangaskhan has glasses too, like Wolf. They're nice glasses.
This is actually my first Link battle. Let's go ahead and get started into Pokemon Champions. One thing that I'm really grateful for is that... Hello? It's so easy to get your Pokemon
This is standard Wolf, by the way. Shit not working.
Champions. Like, Draft League, it was used to be like a thing where I had to,
Parental is crazy.
like, figure out how to get my
Oh, what games does he have? Let's see.
every week, but,
What games does he have?
Now it's like I can just have, once I have all 10
All right. Fucking typical Pokemon player. Where's your... I'm not saying these aren't good games. I got them all on my Switch too, but they're not all ringed up like that. I need to see the inside. Where's the inner Wolf? He's Ganondorf.
Pokemon game, which I already have at least 7 of them. Yeah. I have just on this game. It might be my other copy. But yeah, regardless, it's really easy for me to get a Pokemon game now, so that's nice. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous. We actually lost to Shady last week. I think it was our first loss.
He said last week. Damn, that shit was like 8 months ago, but it hit him like last week. That's power right there.
Hello. Maybe it wasn't our first loss, but yeah, like we started out really strong last season, and then we had like a really rough like middle of the season, and so let's see here.
Ended up making it to finals though. Wait, hold up. I'm trying to steal some teams. Hold up.
Let's see here. I should have my team in game.
Look at this. Ah, yes, my favorite Pokemon game, Pokemon Home. Let them know, Ness. It is a good game. I actually have, when Champs come, thank you, by the way, for the $2. Very kind of you. When Champs comes to mobile, I don't, how the hell are those people? They better update the mobile thing because, like, you can't get certain mons, man. I guess that's the whole point, though. Look at this team. Villain. I got the EV spread. Scarf, Rotom, Sash, Garchomp, Whimsicott, Speed Control, Tyranitar, Mega. Write this down. Well, I'm saying that like the Pokemon Home specifically on the Switch is the one that lets you transfer Pokemon from your other games to it. The Pokemon Home on phone lets you trade and lets you get GTS stuff. So I'm probably is DDT Tar. Also, I encourage you guys in the comments of this video, because people have done this, to use whatever leftover points are there and try and make your own draft of the mons that are there. Like left. I think that'd be really fun. So not right now, obviously, while we're streaming, but in the comments of the video, people watching right now, we got like 500 people here. We got like 100 plus people on Twitch. Twitch, if you guys want to go to the YouTube one, I think it'd be really cool if you try and make your own draft. In the YouTube comments of this one, Grape Juice, I would love to see what draft you guys make. If you're real, one person starts a chain and they do a draft, and then you do a draft after them using theirs and ours. So I think it'd be really cool. There is a way to transfer champions from phone, but it's in phone. Interesting. There's an option to transfer Pokemon to champions in mobile. It's just buried in settings. I had a hard time finding it. Damn. Hopefully it's easier. Anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Team 1. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty nervous, and also like I think that
you need to survive Dire Claw and 2 Moonblast from Leg of Flood. Yeah, it's very easy.
He says, do I want to make a room? How do I do this? I haven't done this before, actually.
Oh, Puka, are you okay, my love? Oh, are you okay, baby? That's alright. It wasn't on purpose.
You guys want a treat? Come on, let's go.
Go get a treat with Mom, baby. You were lying too close to the door. Oh, right. Marlene opened my door, and Puka was lying back there, so she got tapped a little.
My first link battle. Private battles. Let's try this.
There should be I think if you go to the wolfdraftleague.com, it should have something. There's a little bit of static from Wolf's video.
Super easy matchup. Regulation set M-A.
Thank you,
battles. Well,
let's go.
Send him a screenshot.
There's a little bit of static from Wolf's video. That's not me, right? I don't hear any static otherwise. It's static from Wolf's video. Any tips for potty training a puppy? When they're about to use the bathroom, literally move them on top of... if you're doing the pee pad, literally move them to the pee pad. Put them on the pee pad, praise them when they do it, give them a treat when they do it. That's the big thing. Evie did it because she saw Puka did it. Puka, that's how we got her to do it. She did it. Puka learned within a week. Evie learned in her first time because she saw Puka. She just copied her. There is some static? Okay. What's up, Nubish?
2056.
It doesn't sound like his AC. It sounds like when you knock your Switch and you remove it from your Elgato and you put it back. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to refresh your Elgato because sometimes there's some static issues. So I think he had to do that. Thank you. I was right. I did win finals in room. Let's go. I told you. Congratulations. It's a lot easier. Yeah, so it literally... Yeah, she's okay. She's okay. Thank you. It literally is the Elgato. So if he had just refreshed it. First stream I'm catching was good.
981. Yeah, I'm nervous, but also like I feel like this is like...
His volume got lower too.
The kind of thing where like I understand that I can lose. I didn't have as much time this week to do for prep as I normally do. I also want to say thank you to Zane for helping me prep. That's my goat. Perfect. How do I start?
Keep in mind, we played these like, let me tell you, let me see if I can tell you guys what day we played these, because Wolf was probably prepping for Indy by the time this game actually happened. And keep that in mind. Yeah, whenever I put my Elgato, all you do is right click on it and you just put deactivate, activate, and that literally helps. It's just an audio issue. Yeah, this game was played, I know Wolf played Shady first. Let me scroll up to the date. This was played on the 13th of last month. It says 5/13/2026. Next is not in this league, no.
Evie? Which button do I click?
Okay, there's a little bit of static.
Okay, cool. Oh, we are not allowed
Hell yeah, Nubish. Y'all still playing? Yeah. We're on week 4. There was a break because of NAIC. Do you have behind the scenes of what week of match you're actually on? Yeah. We're literally supposed to play week 4. Damn, Wolf of Pioneer combining low 5 beats to study to AMSR World Champ diff. That's my goat. Thank you for the 5. That's very kind of you as well.
Good luck, have fun. Yeah. Good luck, have fun to Shady. Great player, great drafter as well. Scary team here. So we'll do our best. You know, we'll see what we can do. I do think we have to listen to a lot of this stuff. I
think Ariados goes really well.
I expect my Lodic Tauros plus Tauros plus Flow out of the Pokemon. I'm sure will be here. The other 3 could be anything.
Hey, Blue.
Oh, he doesn't have my Lodic. Okay, but he does a Scoville, and Scoville is one thing that I was definitely...
Okay, so this is... I think that said Corviknight, and I don't know... And this is Fairy, so it's Floette. Okay, so no Meowstic, no anything like that. We did talk about the regular Scovillain because Rage Powder had some niche as well as Leaf Storm, so I think that's pretty cool. Umbreon can deal with Kangaskhan to an extent. Foul Play is really good here. Oh my god, Frostlass goes crazy next to Akaberry Ariados. That's really nice. Tauros is really strong too. In a post game with everyone again this season. I plan on it, yes. Much love, Vitus. I think that's week 4. I actually plan this week. We also have Choppleberry, Intimidate's good. Ooh, no Milotic. Wow, no Milotic. So maybe it's Yon Umbreon. No Milotic is huge because there is no water resist on that team. Wow, Palafin goes crazy. Did you say you put the seat back to normal? I'll probably put it at 1.25. I think it's because Wolfey speaks fast. I think it's fine.
Aware of, but he does have Tauros. Okay, I think overall this is, I was pretty worried about both Meowstic and
Milotic.
Where's my notebook? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, no Milotic here is wild.
This is definitely an area where I need to be taking notes. Excuse me.
Yeah, draft will probably be done by end of July.
Here we
August.
go.
Palafin's really good.
Yeah, also very scary.
Well, he had a Milotic on his team, so he could have had a water resist.
Game one plan. Yeah, no Milotic is really good.
I haven't seen any of the games.
May have been more worried about King Gambit.
Yeah, see, so no Milo. Yeah, King Gambit being weird. Oof. Frostlass Palafin looks really good, and you can immediately go out into Ariados and be safe.
Villain.
He's got so many notebooks. Bro's picking up the draft one.
Gajar Chomp.
So he is actually writing in his book. That's cool.
Please. Floette.
If you have to pick anyone else to play in the league, who'd you pick? I have to play everyone. You play literally everyone. Oh, and then to join the league, Seabat and Nexus.
And Mega. So it's
Joe, Justin Tan.
Cool. So I think our game plan is good here. He did not bring a water resistant.
10-mon draft,
He did not bring a water resistant. So late game Palafin looks really strong here. He also doesn't have a clear way out.
Palafin looks insane when it gets activated.
Did I make sure it's faster than Scarf Snow Villain? I am, unless he's timid, which would be unusual. Let's see what it leads with here. I'm expecting Tauros plus Floette, but it could be anything.
Scovillain still looks really good here. I'm not gonna lie. Leaf Storm Overheat really strong. The Akaberry is a really good call on both sides.
Umbreon and Surplume. That's not what I expected. Who else did I get? So here.
Draft is like the only thing I take notes in too, just so I can remember.
I wasn't planning on just attacking on the first turn, but maybe I should just go for like. I mean, I'd like to go for Nasty Plot, right?
Nasty Plot's tough though if it's Yawn plus Tailwind or anything like that. I guess flip turn.
Protect here. Nasty Plot, Mega Evolve, and flip turn.
Yeah, flip turn, get an Ariados.
Maybe go for speed control actually.
I don't think there's anything that actually threatens a KO unless it's literally like max attack, Metal Coat, Iron Head plus Foul Play. I think that's the only thing. What up, Tay? Good to see you, buddy. We're gonna see Shady's pop as well. We're just gonna see the VGC side this week, and next week we're gonna watch the single side. Basically, I'm gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'll do some middle stuff in between, just because I have to go a little bit early. But I could try for some weeks to watch all 8 sides. Ooh, Combine Umbreon would be fire.
Umbreon might be going for Snarl.
Combine Snarl is actually sick too.
Let's go for it. Let's flip turn the Corviknight. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful here, as he could be going for Tailwind plus Snarl. I don't think Frostless should go down to anything here, because I am pretty bulky.
Let's literally max attack Metal Coat,
Yeah,
but like I feel like the sacrifice is too much.
Counters too here. Here's flip turn. No protects.
That
Go
did
to 16% with the flip turn here.
That did a good chunk. It's probably more speed
I
F.
to both these Pokemon. Okay, so he's definitely bulky. If I go into Arcanine, I'm gonna get intimidated. I think I need to save.
Let me know how you like it, Reshi, when it comes in. Intimidate would bounce it back. I think it's better to.
I guess I'm a little worried about Tailwind, right? Tailwind plus Snarl is what I kind of expect here. So I'm +2.
All right, is it Yawn or no? Would you see Tailwind? Umbreon, what are you doing for Yawn or Snarl?
It is Yawn. Oh, but it's into Ariados.
Oh, and he can just rate. Yeah, okay.
And I was like, yeah, like no way it comes up, right? There's just no chance. I want a Thunderbolt, but I also want to stall this Tailwind out, so I could protect both my Pokemon. That's one option. I could also go for Rage Powder plus Blizzard. I do survive a hit from the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like usually stalling out 2 turns is good, but Frostlass is probably faster than Umbreon anyway. And I think just clicking Blizzard as many times as possible plus Rage Powder is good. Braber won't knock you out, and he can't click that.
Right. Like surely he doesn't want to. Also, it's not leftovers on the core. Surely he doesn't want to.
Well, you can't switch into Garchomp or anything anyway.
It's not leftovers.
There's not a lot of switching right now at +2, and Ariados obviously threatens Floette.
KO, right? But I could lose my Ariados, which I don't want.
It does.
Protect too obvious.
That's why I think Blizzard is fine. Ariados should live one Brave Bird.
I think it's okay to play it slow. Like of course it's backfire. Okay, he doesn't switch. That's what I was worried about. 2 turns of Tailwind, 2 turns of Snow.
There's not a lot of switches that actually threaten this though.
Let's see now here. I don't think he'll feel like he can go for a setup move here. He also shows Iron Head on the core, which means he probably doesn't have
Brave Bird
and Snarl. Okay.
Insomnia was beautiful.
So that's interesting. I definitely want a Blizzard here, and then the question is, do I want to go for Yawn here, or do I want to go for Toxic? They're both pretty reasonable.
He means Rage Powder.
Sorry, do I want to go for Rage Powder here, or do I want to go for Toxic? I could also Thunderbolt if I wanted. I don't really feel like I'm under that much pressure, all things considered. And I don't think Blizzard's going to do that much to Umbreon, so I'm going to Toxic here.
Okay, I like this play. He's calling that he's not going to...
Actually, I should have I should have rage powdered.
Oh, goat play by Shady. I love the mind games of VGC.
Tailwind. You know, I should have rage powdered. That was
Oh my god, goat play by Shady. Holy.
Okay,
I'm watching,
okay.
Oh my god, in one.
So
I'm watching these 4 for right now.
The core
We just started.
Their speed control's now like non-existent, and we get a toxic on the Umbreon, which is good. But we
It died in 1. It is +2.
I was trying
Strong as hell.
Umbreon has
I guess it was an Espadef, I thought. I feel like flip turn doing 16 was so much though.
Overnight died to +2 Blizzard and has Iron Head.
Okay, so this toxic puts Umbreon on that timer, and then
Yawn and Snarl.
there's not a lot on the other side that can kill besides Tauros coming in.
Which is good. I put a timer on this Umbreon, which is
No
good.
problem.
Even if it has like Wish or whatever. Yawn, Snarl, could have Helping Hand. I gotta watch out for that. Tauros comes in. Okay, so this is like #1 threat, right? It doesn't have Intimidate, so it's got either Kudju or what's the other one?
Anger Point. Okay, so this is interesting too, because at this point, Wave Crash already KOs Tauros, so you don't care about that. And then Umbreon's in Wave Crash too. So his Palafin in the back is extremely, what up, Hidden Origin? His Palafin in the back is looking extremely good right now. So even though, you know, Rage Powder would have been better that last turn, and it kind of would have avoided basically everything, I still think he's fine positionally, and the Toxic from Ariados goes a long way. Like, getting that Toxic on Umbreon might long-term just give him the win easier. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, what should I do here? I could Rage Powder Thunderbolt, but I think it's fine to switch.
Arcanine.
I think that now is when I bring in Arcanine
Yeah,
here.
you get the Intimidate off. And then you Protect.
And Protect, I think?
Yep, Raging Bull, it deals with Yawn. I like that play a lot.
I just need to put everything in range of Wave Crash, right? And because I have Choble Berry, like, I'm not that worried
Like, the
about it
Toxic
so
has
long.
severely limited
If he goes for
Umbreon.
Yawn again, then what I would do is I would bring in Palafin and Rage Powder.
Let's go, Reshi.
Inner Focus, okay.
Exactly. Toxic Umbreon makes it easy to ignore because it's on the timer.
Last turn Tailwind and then penultimate turn of Snow. I shouldn't be able to lose him on here. He goes for Sunny Day, okay.
Ooh, I like that tech.
He's not Scarf. And Foul Play. Nice play. Yeah,
Beautiful play.
Pretty well there.
Oh my
does
god.
A lot of damage as well. Toxic is just started.
Hey, Fi, how are you, buddy? That was a beautiful play.
So he's -1, and I have Choble Berry. So I don't think he can actually get the KO here. So I think what I want to do here is go for Rock Slide. Maybe switch Ariados out into Palafin. Like, I'm not that worried about anything here, right? And getting Palafin in is pretty threatening for him with the threat of Frostlass in the back. I can also Flare Blitz and take the Umbreon here. Flare Blitz and take the Umbreon. I don't feel like the Umbreon's
I did use the Shark.
Point. Like, another Foul Play would be annoying, though. But I think the... I mean, Rock Slide plus Rage Powder is okay. The question is, do I even need...
My thing is that, like, you're going to beat Tauros anyway. The second you set up Water and Frostlass is in next to it. I feel like you don't have to switch in Palafin and potentially risk it on a random CC plus Foul Play or something if Arcanine opts to go for Rock Slide, which is definitely not killing Umbreon. Yeah, I feel like you're already... As long as you play safe this endgame, I think Wolf can win anyway.
Maybe I should stop being cute.
Yeah.
His last Pokemon is what? It's either... Oh, it could be Scovillain.
But it's regular Scovillain into Palafin plus Blizzard. This is Wolf commenting his WDL, yeah.
This could be Kudju Citrus Tauros, so I keep that in mind. Okay, I'm now in big mode. Go big mode. Raging Bull, okay.
I mean, it worked out.
Tauros is faster.
Is it when your win record in doubles? No, the bottom is not my win record in doubles. This is my Twitch subscribers. This is my YouTube subscribers and my Twitch subscribers. I am not 498 and 708. I did slightly better than that, just slightly. Just slightly. Oh, I was wondering why I went down one stream. No, so when my channel went down, I got a lot of Twitch subscribers. People were very generous and kind. So it fucked up my win rate.
You're snarling. I think that's fine. Okay, cool.
So it's not bad. This worked out for Wolf. It's his little cup record.
Okay,
Crazy.
I need to figure out some stuff like now. Taurus's third ability, it's Kudju or Angry Point. It's probably Kudju. Realistically, I guess it could be Anger Point as well. Okay, if the last Pokemon is Garchomp, I've probably already won. If the last Pokemon is Floette, I'm in good shape. Do I KO Tauros here with Wave Crash in the sun?
Are you thinking about positioning into Frostlass? I wouldn't do that ever though because of the
Wave Crash should do
Garchomp.
84 if he's not bulky, which is looking like he's not. Let's Extreme Speed the Umbreon. Oh wait, he probably is bulky though. Let's Extreme Speed a Wave Crash here. I think this is a reasonable play.
Okay.
Helping Hand from the Umbreon, so we know the third move now.
So he's going for CC into Palafin most likely, but he's going to die because it's Scarf.
I go for Extreme Speed. Helping Hand is higher priority, so...
God, I love
I guess
Umbreon.
this is the way that I lose, right? Is if he survives this and gets KO with close combat. Let's see, Wave Crash comes out.
Oh,
get the KO.
that
Okay,
went
great.
down
Really
so
nice
quickly.
Palafin here. Palafin takes some recoil.
I'm going to get a lot of that when the mobile game comes out Tuesday.
Let's see what the last Pokemon is here.
Palafin went crazy.
Floette. Okay, cool. Okay, so we should figure out if they're faster than my Arcanine, right? I mean, I should probably just play for the win. We should see how much. I shouldn't switch Frostlass in here because if I switch Frostlass in, I could lose, right?
Yeah, you miss out on damage.
I don't. I think like optimally I should be thinking about differential here, but I think I'm more curious. I care more about winning the set than winning the than winning like.
If you win it all, it doesn't matter about differential. So I understand this mindset.
You should allow me to always win with 3 Pokemon left. But I think Flare Blitz and switch to Ariados. Like I want to know if this Float is faster than my Arcanine.
Yeah, because if you position Palafin in Scarf when there's no sun, you basically win the game anyway. Because there's no combination of Frostlass that can take that plus Blizzard, plus Ariados on. It would have to have Psychic to take on Ariados, but it's also staring down an Arcanine which resists attacks. So now you have 2 resist in front of it.
On here. Fairy Aura. I expect them to be faster than Arcanine. Chilling.
Oh, oh! It didn't kill.
Okay,
That's a cool tech though.
Did you drop my attack though?
That's a really cool tech.
We get some good information. It doesn't actually do that much.
Oh my god, there's so much.
Flare Blitz in the Sun did 78%. So what does that tell us about this float?
That is a cool as hell set.
Flare Blitz would do 103% minimum. Oh, but
let's go, great.
Hold on. This thing is not bulky. Not even a little bit.
This game one, yes.
I've already revealed that I'm Scarf here, but this is okay. And we can go for Wave Crash plus switch to Frostlass. And that'll do it. Okay, so what do we learn? Umbreon is Yawn, Snarl, Helping Hand, and has Inner Focus with leftovers. Tauros is Raging Bull and Sunny Day. Presumably it has a fighting move. They went for Helping Hand on the turn where I had Palafin out, so presumably it has a fighting move. It also really is faster than my Arcanine, so it's gonna have at least some speed invested.
This could have been cool too, yeah, if he Blizzarded here as well. Mainly because, like you said, it keeps Scarf hidden. Tauros and Palafin at worst is a speed tie, so.
And it also did like it took like 79% from Wave Crash in the Sun, which means it isn't like full bulk. Bloet doesn't seem to have a lot of bulk and it's chilling water. Torrent is Tailwind and Iron Head. So these are all good things to learn.
Strong game one, very strong game one.
So my initial plan was to switch to
Shady had some really cool text though.
Kangaskhan in game 2. Here's the thing.
That was his first ever private battle. You saw that? I mean, he did say that, but like,
Kangaskhan in game 2.
He wasn't lying. That was his first ever private battle. Do we not do private battles when we go to Indy? Was that not? What did we actually do? I thought we did private battles when we went to the events. Maybe I'm dumb. Whatever. All right, we're about to watch game 2 of Shady versus Wolf. So Wolf is up 1-0. Really cool tech so far that we've seen from both sides as well. Man does not care about the tutorial. I thought they were private too. Yeah, I was like, how the hell did that work? Whatever. It was probably before Indy. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. This was literally before Indy. Yes. Hey, Gyarados, this is good to see you, fam. Before we keep going, though, I just want to let you guys know about the sponsor of today's stream, which is the Kaisa Project. They're a nonprofit initiative that partners with streamers and gamers to raise awareness about sexual assault, so SA, prevention, and to basically just, give information to communities. I encourage you to check out the Kaisa Project, !Kaisa. And, this gaming, the gaming community in general has like a huge problem with this. Even, Wolf himself had issues with this, which is why he took that 4-month break. But I believe it's important to allow survivors and victims, a place to know, at least a resource to seek help. So definitely checking it out, I think, goes a long way, and just, educating yourself as well. And there are resources there if you want to. And I think promoting consent is a good thing. In fact, I know promoting consent is a good thing. So, named Kaisa, my heart dropped. I have a homegrown named Kaisa, my heart. No, it's not about her. Thank God. But yeah, definitely check it out. And there's help, and educate yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. You can check out the QR code, or you can do !Kaisa, or you can check out the link down below. I'm very happy to be partnering with them for this stream. And yeah, that's basically like the gist of it. There's not really much else to say. Bad stuff happens, real bad stuff happens, and people who are victims, should feel safe to be able to come out, and they don't always do. And unfortunately, this happens in the gaming community, and I believe it's up to streamers like myself and people in positions of, I don't want to say power, but in positions like people are seeing us, to at least raise awareness of this. So definitely educate yourself and check them out as well. I remember you talked with Chip about best of 3 being bad for draft. Did you talk to Wolfey? I did not. I did not talk about him with that. Hey, Rohan, how are you, buddy? You excited to be coming to New York? Or did you already come? I think it's this week, is it? Or is it end of this week? Definitely check it out as well. And big shout out to Kaisa, too. So let's get into game 2. You think we do? I think being all 6 would be fire. I think it'd be fire to be able to do it. I agree that VGC is too volatile for best of 1 for draft, but I think the big thing about draft is that surprises help a lot, especially in bad matchups. So having to do it 3 times is crazy. Today's birthday in New York City from the 25th owner. Let's go. Happy birthday, my friend. Very much happy birthday to you. I really hope you enjoy when you come through.
Here's the thing.
Let's get into it.
Here's the thing.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Angry Gyarados.
That means leaving both Ariados and Palafin behind, and Palafin. Oh,
I got so worried about saying hi to any creators. I didn't want to walk up on you guys. Any avoid? Yo, no. If you see me at an event, please say hi to me. Please say hi to me. I would love if you did. The whole reason I even went to this event, despite everything going on, was because I wanted to meet the viewers. So, please. Definitely please say hi, okay? Please say hi if you see me ever. That's terrible, Aaron Gyarados. You are not a bother.
Or, like, I guess I could bring Palafin.
Gyarados is the GOAT.
Okay, well, let's think this through. He's going to lead with something more offensive. He's not going to let me get the nasty plot up turn 1, I think. Or he'll lead with Umbreon again.
Kangaskhan mode's interesting, but you are fighting inner focus, Umbreon.
My lead, right?
I watch highlights, Mac.
I think. Like, I can't flinch it. I can't really get through it without Palafin and
Come on,
Ariados,
Ultimate.
right? And Blizzard.
I feel like Palafin is just way too good in this matchup. Ariados needs to come to every single game no matter what. Even if you bring Scovillain plus Tauros, you have Palafin to kind of cover basically everything. I think Ariados needs to come to every game no matter what. I think you leave Dragonite at home. I don't think it's necessary here. I don't think it does enough damage as well with Air Slash plus Thunderbolt plus Iron Head. So I don't think Wolf ever brings Dragonite in game 2. Ever.
I don't have a game plan where I lead Palafin and anything else, right? Am I going to come up with something new
Absolutely.
on the spot? That feels a little bit risky.
Appreciate you, Gyarados. Much love, buddy.
I don't really want to just run back the same thing again. I can't fake out the Umbreon. So yeah, like, I think the Umbreon's probably pretty good into me, right?
What up, Pterodactyl?
I really want to do my Dragonite mode here. I just don't know if I'm allowed to.
Thank you.
I think I'm running it back. As much as it makes
I think it's good. I think it's too good.
I think I'm running it back.
Have a great night, fam. Good luck on your drive.
I'm running it back. Like, my plan was to switch modes here and do Kangaskhan plus Dragonite, but I just think that against Umbreon, like, because I can't fake it out.
I think he needs to respect it 100%. I think his mode is good, and like he can still toxic everything. Obviously, if Tauros is a lead, it's a little bit tougher, but like you have Palafin.
I don't think they are, and I won't be able to do the same thing again in the lead. Okay, Umbreon plus Floette.
Okay, good lead. Still really good for Ariados. Is this just Protect plus Flip Turn?
I don't think he has a setup move in this thing, so I'm gonna go for Protect here.
Game 2 of
and
Shady
go
versus
for
Wolf.
Flip Turn into this thing, I think.
I feel like Flip Turn to Umbreon is a little bit safer because Umbreon threatens Foul Play, and this could protect and Foul Play on that slot. Maybe I'm wrong. I have a quick question. How do you calc Last Respects and Showdown calc? I'm struggling with seeing how much Mega Gyarados takes. Oh, I'll show you really quickly. So here's the Showdown calc. You're going to go to Basket Legion, and it says right here, you see where it says, I guess it's banned here. You see where it says Last Respects? You can put, if you put twice, I'll put 100 base power. But if you don't even want to do any of that, all you got to do is, if you got 1 dead, you can put 100. You got 2 dead, you can put 150. But, yeah. It should automatically just do it like that. I usually just do that. Oh, I got 2 dead, 150. 3 dead, 200. If that might be a little bit easier for you. I was scared when I started the channel. I appreciate you, BW. I was scared too. I can't believe Wolfey introduced Pex to the VGC people. I was going to bring Pex to Milwaukee last year. So it's really funny to see shit come full circle. Hey, Bandito.
This lets me bring Ariados somewhat safely.
I'm doing all right, man. Chimpback loves Pex. He was talking about it.
Could have gone for Blizzard plus some.
In the middle of regulation. Season 1.
Like maybe it would have gotten the KO in baby form because the other thing isn't that bulky. Umbreon plus Floette.
The normal type move on Wolf's Palafin is
All we know
Encore.
with the slow is that it has chilling water. He does Mega Evolve. I'm not Mega Evolving.
I might take on the season next year. We'll see.
My hail or my snow, sorry.
Fire Showcase video. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you.
I think if this Flip Turn connects, which I think it will.
I can see it Protect plus Yawn.
Protect from Frostlass. Let's see if they protect the Floette or
Protecting, not Mega Evolving smart. You want to have as many turns?
No protect. Okay, this chip puts it in Wave Crash range most likely. Definitely. This thing is not bulky. So we know they have Foul Play, Snarl, and Yawn. Let's go into Ariados here.
Much love, fam. Well, it's just to put, like, Choice Scarf Encore is just to put like things like Frostless in a good position, right? Because if you Nat Splits or Frostlash and the opponent brings out a Pokemon and goes for like Protect and then try to attack with the other one, you can Encore in the Protect one, then you can attack with Frostlash pretty freely. So there's just like little options like that.
Moonblast, excellent. And this is probably
Baby Finn is hitting way too hard.
But, oh wait, we know all the moves. Yawn, Snarl, Foul Play. I didn't write down Foul Play. Okay,
Yawn, Snarl, Foul Play, Helping Hand. So no Protect.
Now I have two options. I either like I'm not threatened by anything. Like my artist isn't threatened here at all. So I either go for Blizzard, Mega Evolve plus Blizzard here.
I kind of like Blizzard. I kind of like Blizzard plus Poison Jab, or I like Arcanine plus.
Go for Poison Jab.
Actually, Poison Jab's gonna kill Maxos.
Umbreon, I think.
Shout out to Mac.
I mostly expect Snarl here.
Poison Jab's gonna kill Mac.
Oh, they switched. That's not good. So their flow is faster than.
Oh, great Corviknight.
Oh, that's really bad for me.
Beautiful play.
That's really, really bad. Okay, Corv comes in.
And he bounces back the Intimidate as well. Beautiful play.
And they reverse. they boom me.
That's so great. Great play.
Okay, that's pretty bad for me, right? Maybe Yawn my Arcanine. Okay.
So he's gonna be forced to switch out.
End of the world, to be honest. It was a good play. He really hard read me that turn because I could have gone for.
Do you? Okay, so if you're in Shady's position, right? Do you double attack with Iron Head plus Foul Play here, expecting Frostlash to pivot in? Because you're -1 now. You're not gonna kill Corvi, which is. I don't think we saw leftovers, right? So it might be Akka.
Nasty Claw plus Rage Powder, but yeah. I'm now -1 on.
Because look, I think it's pretty obvious that Frostlash is gonna switch out. So I feel like does it have Foul Play? It does. So I'm going to be honest. I go on the offensive as Shady here because he's already positioned himself well. The only thing that could stop this is obviously the Rage Powder, but let's see if Aridos ends up doing it.
As well. I think I have to go Palafin here.
Smart. That at least lives the double up.
Palafin, I'm going to launch a Toxic at the Umbreon.
Okay.
Foul Play would be a little bit spooky here, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, if I'm bulk up Corviknight, that'd be fire, yeah. If it's bulk up Tailwind, yeah, 100%.
I would like for him to go.
The Corva's Bright Powder, what a go.
Or for Yawn here. Anyway, I have Palafin out now, which is pretty good. They do Yawn. Okay, that's good. I was worried.
So he gets a flip turn, and he knows that Umbreon does not have Protect.
They go for Iron Defense, so I have to watch out for Iron Defense plus Body Press here, which is definitely spooky. I do need Frostlash to get through this, unfortunately. Well, that's mostly true. That is mostly true. Because I do have Encore available, so I could let Palafin take the sleep here if I wanted.
I don't know if I like that.
And Encore then.
Is that better positionally? I mean, I guess Frostlash kind of wins, but Palafin is like... This makes it harder, though, into Tauros. Thank you.
I have Flip Turn available, so I could use it as well, right?
I feel like that makes it... I think that makes the game too hard into Tauros. Because then you need Frostlash to deal with Corviknight, right? Which we all can acknowledge. So you need Frostlash to deal with Corviknight, but then Tauros beats Frostlash, and if you lose the Palafin, you're not beating Tauros. So I feel like that's a misplay. I think not a misplay, but I think it would be the wrong play. I kind of like Flip Turn more. Again, he could still position depending on wake ups and stuff and Rage Powder and stuff like that, but I feel like it's better to always stay awake.
I have Encore, but then I don't think I want to let Palafin fall asleep.
Exactly. Because Tauros.
He's really kind of put me in an awkward spot, right?
Yep. It's Iron Defense, Body Press, Iron Head, Tailwind. Yeah.
Just Flip Turn. Let's get some damage on this Umbreon. I think, that did a lot.
Oh, it's a big crit.
Here's what I'm thinking, folks. I think that if I'm in a position where...
you don't play on the World VG tournament? I went to Indy.
But I have
you have
okay, I think that if I
you have to qualify for Worlds.
Blizzard, I think my position's going to get pretty good. Also, don't forget that I have...
You don't sound rude. I have to qualify for Worlds in order to make Worlds. That means I have to play the entire season, and that's pretty expensive, and it's time away. So it's something I have to think about.
Tailwind.
Good Tailwind.
Fine, let's see what they go for here. Another Yawn. That's honestly, it's okay. I know it looks bad, but I actually think it's okay. There's Poison Jab.
Hell yeah, Dynamo.
The damage add up, right?
Okay, so Aridos is actually the fact that Umbreon doesn't have Wish or Moonlight is actually putting in the timer. Yeah, you need enough champion points, exactly.
So yeah, let's switch back into Palafin here and let's go for Rage Powder. I think now is the time.
Yeah, this is nice because then you force that Body Press onto you. Are you considering the Smoke on VGC tournament this weekend? Probably not, because I'm a little busy this weekend.
If they go for...
You can win one regional or make top 4 in IC. Correct, yes.
Soon
yes.
I want to make sure that Tailwind ends at the right time for me. Having Encore here could really make a big difference.
If I win my one regional a year, maybe.
Because I figured, if we ended up in some kind of weird situation versus these slower Pokemon, then it could work in my favor to have a way to do damage that's
hell yeah, Mark. I hope so too.
It isn't really easy for me to break through. Here's Rage Powder this time. Let's either go for Iron Defense.
I was excited, Bendito. Great Iron Defense.
The Yawn, but it does not work this time because of Rage Powder.
I couldn't do anything about Indy. I went 10-2. I can't do anything about that. I bubbled out, fam. People that drop and people that I can't do anything about that. Okay, so Rage Powder is doing a lot of the heavy work here because like body press isn't gonna do much to Ariados because of its typing. And once you position in Frostlass and kill Umbreon, you feel really good.
Happen, but I was like, well, like,
let's go 12-0 then. Well, I can't help being Rockslide flinch last turn and being crit.
And Rage Powder.
Yeah, beautiful use of Ariados here.
Taking damage, I think, is the real thing here.
Thank you, fam.
The thing is, I don't know for sure that Palafin will outspeed this. They go for Helping Hand. Okay, that's not good. Hello, this is turn 3 of Tailwind. Here's Rage Powder.
Ariados is gonna live this easily though.
I have a quad fighting resistance.
Yeah, you 4 times resist.
Oh, and I'm faster. Okay, good. Okay, Scarf Palafin.
Oh, that's huge.
Into
what a dumb one.
Iron Defense. If I give me a couple more turns here, Tailwind's going to end. I need to get Palafin off the field.
And
now,
this gets his Frostlass back in.
Thing. Oh wait, we saw Floette had Moonblast, right?
Appreciate you, Dumbada.
They're dead. They're still alive. So I could Encore them here.
Into Helping Hand, that way they die, and reposition Frostlass.
Yeah, I like this. Encore plus switch to Frostlass. We don't know for sure that Palafin outspeeds.
Because then you can protect plus
speed. Like 60, right?
Because then into Tauros you can protect plus go Arcanine, which repositions Palafin and just click Wave Crash at the end. I really like how this is played. It'd be like that.
85 or 65, sorry. And so when we know their Umbreon's faster than their Corviknight, I think this is worth a gamble. I don't think it would make that much sense to be that much faster.
It'd be like it ultimate. Like what could I do?
Their thing. Okay, here's Frostlass.
I had a good tournament. I had a good time.
Encore off here.
Met
okay,
awesome
nice.
people.
So we lock Umbreon. We KO Umbreon with Toxic plus Encore, preventing it from moving. I have one more turn of Encore on the Corviknight. We do not think we've seen Iron Defense, Body Press, Tailwind.
I love the use of Encore here and how much it did for Wolf. Beautiful.
Body Press yet, have we? Cool. Okay. Umbreon goes down to Toxic. Really nice.
Beautiful positioning.
So we have a Pokemon advantage, but Palafin's currently locked on the field with Encore. That cannot be correct.
But you get an Arcanine, you get the Intimidate off.
I'm going for a nasty plot here. I think I just Thunderbolt and switch to whatever, depending on what comes in. Like a Tauros comes in. Okay.
I didn't watch that one yet, Frederick.
I think I go into Arcanine, get the Intimidate and Tauros.
Yep, and protect.
And I think I just lock Mega Evolve and Thunderbolt. I think setting up here is kind of a fool's errand.
Okay, so he's banking on the fact that Frostlass overall lives because of the Intimidate. I like that. You get up the Thunderbolt on Corviknight, that way it can't get up a second Tailwind. And then this positions Palafin to win late game. I like this play.
There's actually a case to be made that I should have Blizzarded first, because Blizzard plus Thunderbolt would probably kill, but this Corviknight is clearly very physically bulky, so I think it's okay to say, like, yeah, I'll just go for Thunderbolt first. I'm a little worried about Sunny Day here.
No, I think Turf Walker made a lot of sense.
Got the Intimidate on them, they got the Intimidate on me, thanks to Mirror Armor. We're going to Mega Evolve.
Wow.
I also feel like if I get crit, maybe I can still win if I get, like, enough Thunderbolt damage. I think this is probably Citrus, right? We haven't seen the item yet. So I guess that's my one fear, is that Citrus Berry comes into play here. Causes some problems.
During the draft, Luke, yeah.
Here's Thunderbolt. Let's see how much this does. I want to do, like, 66.
Big damage.
63. Oh, but it's not Citrus. Okay.
I think it's Aqua.
Don't do very much
that
damage
is
with,
0.
Raging Bull.
At -1 is crazy.
Because that's all he can do, but Corviknight's already maxed out in defense. Encore finally ends. We've already seen all moves from Corviknight. It's Tailwind, Iron Defense, and Body Press. I didn't miss anything, right? Oops, that's not right.
I'm saying Dynamo.
Plus 6 defense Corviknight, but there's no Tailwind up. I've still got all my snow turns here. We can actually go back.
This is when Wolf gets excited, right? He starts saying, like, +6 defense, Iron Defense, but there is no Corviknight. I can switch out into Palafin here and be completely fine while still threatening with Thunderbolt. That's when Wolf gets all excited. He gets that YouTube voice.
Back into Palafin here, setting up for the next turn. Oh, we can Blizzard this time, right? Yeah, Blizzard will definitely do enough.
That'll kill.
Plus 2 KO core, so Blizzard will definitely do enough.
I feel it, though. I'll be waking up in videos all the time.
Arcanine switches out here. Palafin comes back in. The game is not over, but we are certainly...
I wouldn't mind Mythicals.
Here's Blizzard. That should definitely KO Corv. Nice.
Okay, huge.
As well. Like,
you have Tauros in Rage of Wave Crash, even if Sun goes up. Beautiful. Raging Bull picks up a KO. Gets the roll.
That's okay. Frostlass has more than done his job here.
But an Ariados just comes in.
Not necessarily over yet, but I am... Okay, how do I clean this up consistently?
Ariados, for sure. You have Akaberry, so you live Floette. You can always pivot Arcanine after, yeah.
I just need to make sure Sun doesn't go up, right? That's the lose condition.
Yeah, and then Ariados would literally beat that 1v1. So you just Wave Crash plus Poison Jab.
Being able to become immune to the Yawns and Toxic the Umbreon, and now it could even KO the Mega Floette. So I have the ability to KO both Pokemon here if I go for Wave Crash into Tauros.
And Poison Jab, yeah.
Poison Jab here.
Very safe. If one protects, it would literally have to Light of Ruin to kill you, and then Tauros has to contend with another Arcanine, plus Toxic, plus Protect. Do you end up talking to yourself in your own off-cam gameplays after commentating for this long? Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I get up and walk around while I'm playing.
This is a reasonable play.
Start pacing. No, I think it's the
even
best
if
play.
they protect Tauros and KO, they can never KO Ariados here with their Floette.
Yep, and they can only KO Palafin with Light of
they
Ruin,
might
which will
with
basically
Poison
cut
Jab, but once I saw they were no bulk, I didn't think it was super likely. Okay, here's Wave Crash. I think this is going to seal it up. Palafin will take out Tauros. Floette, the last Pokemon standing, once again, but I don't think it's going to be able to win against two Pokemon that resist Fairy, although they do have Chilling Water, so I have to be careful. Palafin takes some recoil. Will it take a Moonblast?
he has he has the fucking YouTube voice. They do Chilling Water, so I have to be careful. Palafin takes the Moonblast.
They do have Chilling Water, so I have to be careful. Palafin takes some recoil. Will it take a Moonblast?
Sorry about Twitch, fam.
I think Palafin can survive here. It's naturally a very bulky Pokemon. Palafin, the hero, goes down. Floette is too powerful. But Ariados, the true hero of this team, Poison Jab. It's not the strongest
move. That's it. Gets a little jab off, and that's
it. The KO on Floette.
Beautiful game.
Week 1 of the WDL Season 2.
Honestly, I like Shady's team a lot, too.
Victory. East Coast Egg Eaters in their first victory.
Without Encore, this could have been a little tough. Also, if it was like Brave Bird on Corby, it could have been a little nasty. Good stuff.
Good about this. I feel really like the team building paid
Any
off.
tips for deep and soothing voice? I don't have one, so I couldn't know. I can tell you.
Toxic on Ariados was another one that I was like, well, there are other options
well played,
here.
Man.
But I feel really good about how that played out, and yeah, about how I approach this set as a whole. So GG to Shady. Make sure you check out his channel as well. And yeah, let me know what you think about the squad,
like that, Punk.
The battle, and I'll see you all, I guess, next Saturday for.
Good game one. Very good game one, both Shady and that. It was a 2-0, but it was a really fun game on both sides. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Twitch is doing that to you guys. I literally have them on the least possible. I don't know why. How many trainers are in the league? 8 of us. All right, good game one. This is James versus me, but I figure we could watch that one last. I feel like watching the James versus myself would be an easy last one to do it. So we can watch the Aaron one next, and then we can watch Necro. And then we can watch that. That's why I enjoy your interviews with the opponent. I would really love if like everybody did the post-game interviews. I think it'd just be really, really cool for draft because, you know, let's say anybody watching, right? Even at let's say you're going to a VGC event, you played a game versus somebody that you really want to win. Oh, did I spell Kaisa wrong in the title? Oh, I didn't. Like, sometimes there's a lot of things left unsaid or a lot of feelings that you have, whether you won the draft game or even lost, or even if you won, like, bro, even when you win, right? Sometimes you just really want to be like, yo, that was a great game. You played really well here. That was going back and forth. Like, I feel like winning a draft league, but not talking with your op after. Op means opponent. Not talking with that's slang, by the way. But not talking with your op, it kind of like takes away from the win. Like, yeah, I won. Okay. And walk away like it's done. When you talk with somebody, which is a better channel, Dragonite the Great or Gooch the Sleeper? I like both. I'm on a loop. We're on YouTube or these videos. So if you go to the Wolf Draft, they're in the channel links, but if you go to wolfdraftleague.com, here you go. If you go to wolfdraftleague.com, which is the website for it, and you go to watch, it actually has everybody's videos so far. So I'll actually link it for you as well. It's a sport and you get fine if you skip the interview. That's what I'm saying. You got to do the interviews. I love I'm going to do a post-game interview with everybody as long as I'm able, as long as they say yes, right? That's a big thing too. Some people I don't have time. Or some people get sick or whatever. People don't always have time, but you can always schedule them later. This is why we're doing a lot of stuff. No problem, fam. This is why we're doing everything. By the way, you should go to the Wolf Draft League as well for, you can do matchups for week 2. Yep, these are week 2 matchups as well. You can lock them in. We'll do ours by Thursday, I think. Yeah, the commentary is very cool. Seeing usually people more edifying. Yeah. It's just good in my opinion. Goes back to the sponsor of the stream. Consent is key in all forms. 100%. 100%. So real quick before we get into game 2, which is Aaron versus Mount, I'm very excited about this because Mount actually ended up beating Aaron for the finals of SPL, which is my draft league. It was our first VGC season, and Mount beat Aaron, which was a crazy finals. So I know that Mount considers Aaron a sort of rival in a sense. So there's a little bit of backstory there as well. But before we do that, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's stream, which is the Kaisa Project. The Kaisa Project is a nonprofit initiative that basically aims to spread awareness about sexual assault prevention and provide resources that you can educate yourself with. You know, I'm someone with a platform, and I believe it's very, very important. Kaisa, with an A at the end. But I've recently game interesting seeing as a VC player, and you and Blunter videos have been very helpful. I'm very happy to hear that, fam. But you know, unfortunately, this is something that's very prevalent in the gaming sphere on both sides. Doesn't matter who you are. there's victims on both sides, and I believe providing resources to at least make victims and survivors feel seen or heard, or at least get help, but also in a way that like some people get scared to come forward. So in a way to show them, hey, it's okay. This is a safe space. Consent is 100% important. That's part of the reason why we're doing this, because I will always promote consent. No means no. Yes means hopefully yes. I'm sorry. I'm just not the time to laugh, but I'm thinking like yes means sometimes, unless my wife says no. Nah, but that's not about that. But just in general. Happy Puerto Rican Day. By the way, I hope everybody enjoyed the Puerto Rican Day parade. I'm Puerto Rican. But yeah, going back, last thing we ever want is like victim blaming and everything. We have Wolf himself who had dealt with this himself and in events and tournaments. And also part of the reason why Blunder didn't end up going to Indiana Regional. So I think it's very important to empower survivors and just, educate people, especially if they have the platform too. So check out the Kaisa project. You can check out the QR code or !Kaisa if you want to read a little bit more. And that's basically all I want to say in regards to that. I think it's something worth partnering with. And I think it's important just to educate yourself regardless. Where am I right now? I'm currently in Connecticut in my office. I did watch the Knicks last night though at a brewery. But anyway, let's get into this game. Feel free to check them out. Give it a read. Click that link and educate yourself. And let's get into game 2. Yeah, I'm half Puerto Rican, so. Oof. I'm going to put the intro at one. Aaron, it depends. Is Aaron tired in this intro or not? We'll figure it out.
Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and welcome to week 1 of season 2 of the Wolf Draft League.
He's also a little
I'm
low.
Road Toms, and we are back for another Draft League experience. This Draft League features 7 other.
Is everybody low? Is this dono thing just got my bonus? No, Frosty. That's very kind of you. It's a nonprofit organization. If you want to check it out, you can actually click on the link and just look through it. But we're not necessarily raising money. We're just raising awareness about it. He's been really sick recently. I believe it. He's also doing he's doing a bunch of videos at a time. It's tough, man, especially when you first get into it. I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, yep.
Incredible players as well as creators in the Pokemon space who have expertise in both VGC as well as Draft League, and I'm so excited to be a part of it once again. This is week 1. There are going to be 7 regular week seasons with the top 4 teams advancing on to the
100%
playoffs. For week 1, we are up against Mount, who is one of the best Draft League players I've ever fought against. His expertise comes more from Draft League than VGC, but he has won VGC Draft Leagues before, and he is just, I think, easily a really, really strong player.
I love this. I like that he smiled when he said this too, because it was Aaron he beat. I believe Aaron has people who draw the thumbnails, but that's about it. Unless it's Aaron drawing. That's so sick, Skull. I saw the videos.
And also, I think has one of the scariest drafts in the entire league.
100%. Mount has a crazy grab. I'm actually really excited to see how Aaron deals with the potential sunny day. I'm excited to see how Mount decided to deal with rain.
So the way these videos generally will be structured is I'll talk about the team matchup, the way I constructed my team, and then of course the battles and some post-game reflections as well. So
am I enjoying doubles as much as 6v6 singles? I wouldn't go that far. It's been fun to play with my friends, and I'm definitely enjoying a little bit more. I still don't like best of 1 as much as I like best of 3. At least not in draft. Draft is different, but in regular VGC. But I'm still enjoying it. Mount literally has just a top team there, literally.
Everything will be timestamped down in the description below. But yeah, thanks so much as always for joining me. Really excited to be a part of this league and really excited to fight against so many incredible players. So
let's see how this goes.
Breaking down the matchup against Mount this week, his team is super top heavy, but as you can see, he's drafted multiple absolute best Pokemon in the regulation. So while some of his lower picks are not as high powered,
I do like doubles more than BSS. Yes.
In Mega Charizard, he's got Garchomp, Aerodactyl, Sneasler. These 4 alone basically feel like a really cohesive core that honestly he can bring into any week of the league. He's also got Mega Sableye, which is interesting because it was actually cheaper than regular Sableye. So it means that you essentially can't have an item, but of course you are able to still have the utility of a Sableye. And it's actually pretty tricky for our side because
I didn't want Zard, Sneasler, Aero, or Chomp to be fair.
But I think one of the genius things about drafting the Mega Sableye here is that you have the flexibility of saving a couple points versus my regular Sableye.
I literally could have gotten Chomp, I just didn't want it.
Good fairy type coverage, you essentially actually don't really need an item very much. So I think the expectation for Mount is definitely to go with his main top 6 Pokemon, but I think Empoleon is a pick that can be flexed for him this week as well. I think what makes this matchup tricky is that Mount drafted a team that has a lot of sunny day potential. So Charizard in itself obviously can often be shut down with the rain, which we can have by using Polycode or Sableye's Rain Dance, for example. Weavile gets Rain Dance as well, but it becomes a lot harder when there's the threat of a potential sunny day from a lot of different Pokemon, especially Aerodactyl. In fact,
appreciate you, Blue.
VGC teams in this regular regulation, carry Aerodactyl, Garchomp Charizard, use Sunny Day with Aerodactyl, and this has literally been one of the best duos in the regulation so far. So I think on paper, the matchup feels quite tricky, especially because Aerodactyl is going to be the fastest Pokemon here. So if you look on our side of the field, my two main Mega Evolutions are Venusaur and Steelix. And Venusaur was my kind of first initial thought because I was like, oh, it should actually be pretty good into everything other than the Charizard. But
He has a disgusting team. I have no idea.
A flying type attack Charizard, right? Against the standard VGC Charizard.
I literally have no idea how he got it.
As well as
But I will say, I didn't want any of these mons.
But Charizard can
Like, maybe I was debating Garchomp, but I was like, I don't want Garchomp. It's too... I want Sylvia. I want Sylvia on most.
I think if Charizard isn't on this team, well, Mega Venusaur looks really great. But because Charizard exists and because
I probably could have held off on Kangaskhan, but I was worried somebody would take it. And I think it works a lot, really well in my draft.
For now, I was trying to build around like Mega Venusaur sets. But the more I played, the more I thought Mega Steelix could actually be really strong because if I position it under Trick Room, it can threaten with something like Stone Edge.
Stone Edge, Heavy Slam is just so strong to this entire team. Earthquake as well.
A Charizard. We also get access to
I do have a Grass Mon. It's Decidueye.
the wide guard here, which of course can stop.
I don't have a poison mon in this draft.
Here. So I think coming into this week, a couple of things that I would expect include him using a utility Sableye with Sunny Day, for example. I think Sunny Day can actually be thrown onto basically any Pokemon on his team like that's it, so we have to be extra cautious of that. I think Charizard with a flying type attack is something to anticipate as well. I think Garchomp can run a special set to deal with our Child on a little bit.
It's tough though. Kangaskhan could have just been taken. Like I really didn't want to go on.
Just one or the other. You can actually use both. Empoleon is a Pokemon that could theoretically use something like Haze, for example, which could get rid of boost on our Child on as well. So I think it's going to be the top 7 here, but a lot of question marks around like what the tech moves are really going to be. And Sableye, of course, has the flexibility of my Sableye and can really run any set as well. Victory Bell, Chimecho, Slurpuff, I think theoretically could come out, but I don't think they really do too much for Mount in this matchup. But overall, I think like his
nothing I wanted besides Kanga, yeah.
And what's really tough about this matchup, I think, is like I already have to respect Charizard, but the threat of Sunny Day at any given point.
Kanga's not in the game, but I get what you mean.
And so from our end, I think we're at a pretty major speed disadvantage because Chomp, Charizard, Aerodactyl.
There's not a lot of like strong Swiss swim. Like he could get Girl Basket Legion if he really wanted to, but like his stuff is really point heavy. How much is it sped up by? We have the regular thing at 1.5.
And these are all so fast. My fastest Pokemon is Weavile, which is going to be quite good, obviously, into things like Garchomp.
Weavile looks nasty here.
Really frail and does take super effective.
Wait, is Aaron a triple Axel gamer finally because of Focus Sash, or is he going to be an Icicle Crash gamer? Typically, VGC players tend to lean towards Icicle Crash, and I fucking love triple Axel.
Damage from almost all of Mount's like primary Pokemon. So I think before we break down the team, basically coming into this matchup, I was like starting with Venusaur, we eliminate that. I don't bring Venusaur. I think Valley Bolt doesn't make very much sense as well. And then like I think Toxicroak really bad into a matchup with Charizard, Aerodactyl, as well as Garchomp. Same Porta's not going to do.
But yeah, we'll do the regular battle at a certain like depending on our own sense for the battle. We're just kind of going through this a little bit more because he's doing like his thought process going into it.
Very much for us either. So it means that we kind of have our 6, which is Sableye, Sinistcha, Arch, Politoed, Weavile, as well as Mega Steelix. So breaking down the team.
All right, let's go a little bit more here. Yeah, that's fine.
For this week, as mentioned, I initially wanted to use Mega Venusaur, but
Will-O-Wisp, Quash, Rain Dance, Light Scream. This is the one that Chimp was talking about. Mental Herb is cool as well for like Taunt Aerodactyl. I like that. That is really nice. I think Mental Herb makes a lot of sense as well when you have 0 attack, so no foul play, anything like that. This gets basically shut down by opposing Sableye, but they can shut down each other.
Mega Charizard with flying type damage was
Facts,
so
blue.
tempting, and I felt like I could not get enough value out of it, so I ended up pivoting and deciding I thought Mega Steelix could be stronger if positioned properly in this one. Of course, I drafted
Mount is very good.
So I'll start off by talking about that trio. I had a lot of
This is
ideas
true,
for
Blue.
this week, including like super fast and offensive sets, but the problem here is that Mount's team is just so incredibly fast-paced that the Archaludon, even if I run super speedy sets, it's just going to get outsped by Charizard, Garchomp, as well as Sneasler. All of those just have such a positive matchup into it, which I think makes it really scary. So I think as I was trying to play with more offensive sets, it just felt like I couldn't really get enough value out of it and decided that I wanted to go with a more classic defensive set. Now, I think Mount's probably going to be prepared for it, but the question is still how he's actually going to adequately deal with it and seeing what the counterplay to it. I expect things like Sableye as well as Heliolisk to be members that I think Mount...
It can't damage Charizard if needed, but as Aaron's explaining right now, hey Beef, basically, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. But basically, because of Rain Dance, it's allowing every other mon to kind of beat Charizard, right? Sinistcha, not so much, but maybe have a Trick Room in front of it. For Steelix, which has Stone Edge, he talked about Rock Move, Archaludon, Electric Shot, etc., etc.
Mount can use against it, and potentially, like I mentioned, special Garchomp as well.
I hope you're doing well, fam.
I would expect him to just run a classic Sableye set, even with the Mega Stone, and still run a supportive set with things like Sunny Day, as well as Disruption. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is still the best way to get like my best value out of Archaludon, which is the classic, Electric Draco Flash Cannon Protect set. With Sableye here, I think.
By the way, again, for everybody that wants to check every single game, you can go to wolfeydraftleague.com, and if you go and watch, you can see all the games as well. I have all the guys linked down below, too.
Because it is Pokemon like Aerodactyl, Pokemon like Sneasler, Garchomp, I think Will-O-Wisp is really valuable, especially to...
Not always,
Frederick.
Frederick. I wouldn't go that far.
Are obvious moves as well. One thing to note in this matchup, by the way, since we are both using Sableye, I think running Min Speed is going to be valuable, because if for some reason he doesn't run Min Speed, he's got Sunny Day, then he'll often Sunny Day first, then I'll Rain Dance right after, and I'll get the speed advantage. And then Quash is interesting because it means I can actually lead something like Sableye and Steelix and go for Quash into Stone Edge, for example.
And they can Stone Edge. I love this. Sorry about my phone.
So the upside of drafting Sableye in Draft League is that you have so much flexibility with this.
Hey,
Pokemon.
Chimp.
And I actually think Mentor is a really interesting item this week because if I were him, I would consider running Manual Taunt on things like Aerodactyl as
Thank you,
well
Chimp.
as all the other Pokemon on this team like get Taunt. So with the Mentor, I'm able to obviously bypass that Taunt for a turn, especially because he doesn't really have strong Fairy type damage on his team. Don't need to worry about getting one shot with this Pokemon.
Hey, thank you, fam. I
Especially
love my
since
draft.
Since we're up against Charizard. So Sableye here, Arch as I mentioned is pretty classic. I think the flexibility of Arch in Draft League is that you get 3 different abilities, all which are really good. I think Sturdy is incredibly good for Archaladon, like I said, with offensive sets. But I tried it out in scrims against Mount's team, and it was just really hard to get enough value out of it because Archaladon would often trade negatively. Even with Sturdy, it's like if I can't get a one-hit KO with this Pokemon, it just eats up almost all of its health and then gets finished off the following turn. So it feels tricky, honestly, to use Archaladon effectively in this set. But I think if positioned properly.
I mean, it makes sense because he needs the over damage. Sorry, guys. Give me just one moment. I need to just like there's a slight leak from our AC, so just give me like literally one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, issue has been dealt with. Sorry for the wait, guys. Let's go.
Properly can still be really good, especially because I think there's going to be 2 distinct modes with the team, whereas there's obviously the Sableye, Arch, Politoed, Sinistcha core.
Dude, Arch stats. How'd you find the NXT semis and finals? I only watched the finals. It was wild. Rock Slide is a good move. That's all we can say. Rock Slide is a good
Sinistcha
move.
here is going to have Akaberry, which helps out immensely into the Charizard, and then also has Shadow Ball here.
I think they were played optimally, though. I think they did what you had to do.
Because Machagacha is just terrible into Charizard. And Shadow Ball also get into something like Sneasler, for example. So we have the classic Sableye, Arch, Sinistcha, although I don't think that I can necessarily just get away with like this core strategy that I've used when I first initially built this team, but it depends on kind of what modes he commits to. Politoed.
I like Icy Wind a lot.
Here with Weather Ball, Icy Wind, and Rain Dance.
I think this was mentioned by Chimpact.
Might want to attack in Sunny Day on one, if not multiple of his Pokemon. Politoed being slower than most of his team, then can Rain Dance up if I go up against that, which is really handy. Icy Wind also gives me some speed control, so it's nice because it means I can utilize things like Poly and Arch next to each other. Icy Wind, drop speed, and then go from there. Finally, we've got Mega Steelix as well as Weavile. Mega Steelix here is a interesting Pokemon because obviously.
Wait, I think I saw Triple Axel.
For it, but I think it's still actually really
Is he
powerful.
Triple Axel
It's a
gaming?
two-shot a lot of bounce Pokemon outside of Sand, and then Stone Edge is used here to one-shot Charizard. I was debating between other rock type attacks because the Steelix does get access to something like Rock Slide, for example, or Rock Tomb. Stone Edge is a little bit less consistent, but it just means that I can get around things like Wide Guard, Aerodactyl. That's just so much more powerful, so I have to end up.
Yeah,
that.
it's the
idea
kill.
With Steelix is ideally to either quash with Sableye or set up Trick Room for it in order to catch him out off guard. Finally, we got
Triple Axel gaming, baby. Oh, Rain Dance is a beautiful tech.
Weavile here, and Weavile is also teching in Rain Dance here with the idea that I can lead something like Weavile or Chaladon and just immediately go for a Rain Dance into Electro Shot, for example. Obviously, can fake out as well. Triple Axo here allows me to just thread and guard chomp for an immediate knockout, and is really good damage as long as we don't miss. And Ice Shard I found to be valuable in finishing off Focus Sash Aerodactyls in practice as well. So a lot of lead combos. I think Sableye Arch is a classic one. Weavile.
Oh, he did some mocks. He said in
Sableye is another
practice.
one. So these are all things that we can potentially utilize based on the Pokemon that Mount has brought ultimately. And I think, yeah, that he definitely will have some surprises. Like I mentioned, I expect a couple things like the Flying type attack on Charizard, Sunny Day, Tech across his team, and a potential special Garchomp as well. But those are the main things that I can see coming out from his end.
We've got Charizard, Sableye, Sneasler, Empoleon, Heliolisk, Garchomp. I think Empoleon is one of the more like wild cards I would say anticipated, but not.
I like Imp. Nice water resist, nice steel resist. Pretty cool. A lot of these we talked about. I think this definitely could have been Arrow as well. But I did also mention that like Arrow felt really weird here because it doesn't actually beat anything. It does wide guard, but that's about it.
Fully sure what to expect from it. Sunday potential basically exists on everything. And Aerodactyl was dropped.
Suck here, hella nerf. Good night, Grape.
Arch is going to be a really important win condition against Empoleon.
You definitely don't want to bring your Rain Dance mode here.
Sableye Arch is definitely one possible lead. Weavile
Well, what,
is another.
Sinistcha in the back plus Pytoad or Sinistcha plus Steelix?
Sableye Arch. Sinistcha Steelix was how I was thinking about game 1.
Makes sense.
So let's give it a shot. The main thing to note is that I don't have high horsepower here on Steelix. So my coverage into Empoleon is a little bit more lackluster. And I think that's going to be the big wild card here, as well as like where are the random sunny days on his end.
Yeah, he only has Electro Shot. He doesn't have high horsepower.
Sableye Heliolisk, okay?
We about to see
Not
some.
surprised if this
We about to see some annoying on annoying. This is Mega Sableye. Keep that in mind. There's 2 Megas here.
tries to focus blast me right now. Like gravity maybe?
Ooh, Gravity Focus must be
guesses?
nasty. So I guess you light screen turn one?
Blast is an option.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about setting up light screen and actually starting the game by switching in Sinistcha. Because I think Arch is going to be the most important Pokemon to conserve in this matchup.
Sinistcha gets a Trick Room. That way Steelix can come in and do something. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
like it could also be Eerie Impulse, for example.
Oh, that's awesome, Gray.
Whoa.
He does Mega Evolve, so he did not bring Charizard to this game.
That is really cool.
Uh-oh, don't tell me. If you're Mega Evolving Sableye, don't tell me he's running the OU set.
Yep, Eerie Impulse.
Okay, Eerie Impulse is a beautiful tech. Beautiful for Arch. He's running the OU set. Bro's running the single set. Yo.
Interesting.
I'm excited, Phantom. How does he beat this next to Eerie Impulse? Sableye can't touch it. Sinistcha doesn't even have Matcha Gotcha, so it can't burn. It can only Shadow Ball. You just get +6. Oh my god. Sableye's not the strongest mon, obviously, initially, but like, it's so bulky. Bro's running
I'm leaning
OG.
towards playing a Steelix-based game here, but I have to say,
Is it
Combine
Combine
is
Wisp or is it
not something I've had
Combine
really much experience with, so
Recovered?
that's very cool to see.
What, Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, one of those two? You've got a unique perspective that most people was.
But
It's true.
yeah, leaning Steelix switch in Trick Room right now.
Yeah, Aaron Sableye can't touch this. And Sinistcha can't do anything either. Steelix is a good play here.
Okay,
Electro Web.
That's fine. Steelix doesn't mind that.
I mean, Heavy Slam's still going to do a lot. This is a bulky mon.
Okay.
Ooh. Bro is
Well,
plus
looks like I might
2.
make a Sableye calc super well, so it's time to learn.
That's an awesome beat.
Sableye, Mega.
That's
hoping Heavy Slam is
so
gonna be
awesome. Yeah, that's one thing. I like what you said, Ultimate. Basically, we had expected like not we as in like Aaron, we the royal we us. We had expected. I love saying the royal we. I don't even know what that. I just love saying the royal we. We had basically expected, Prankster Sableye stays regular, doesn't have an item, and gets up the sun as opposed to the rain. But I love the fact that Mount ignored that and having Eerie Impulse Heliolisk to always neutralize Arch and then just basically don't attack it, don't boost it at all, and then just Sableye to come right up alongside and beat it is so sick.
Right now,
This Heavy Slam will do a lot though. I'm pretty. This Heavy Slam will do a lot. A lot.
I see a Shadow Ball coming out right now from their end.
You don't have a
Screen
switch in.
gaze up. I mean, I think I'll Heavy Slam Rage Powder here. I just like don't really.
Yeah, Mega Sableye
really
slower.
Sableye's offensive moveset here.
Mega Slam by slower too.
Okay. Heliolisk protects. That's fine. We're just ignoring it right now.
Rage Powder, so it's forced to go for Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse, one of those two. Shadow Ball.
Oh, that does not do very much damage. Okay, nice.
We'll see,
That wasn't
Moose.
ideal, I would say, though.
This is going to do a lot, though. Yep, that sounds about right. That looks about right. Sableye taking 45 looks about right.
Shadow Ball us again. Do I want to click Stone Edge? They're also... Yeah, it's interesting because with Mega Sableye, they're super slow.
So because Trick Room's actually hurting him.
Yeah, Stone Edge is stronger because we don't have some type of attack bonus on it. That was a pretty unfortunate special defense drop, I think. I'm leaning towards going for the knockout right now.
That's max attack. That's a lot. And that's like max defense Sableye.
Helios switches, yep.
Garchomp, smart. You get a little bit of chip. Oof, the Rage Powder's gone. The Trick Room's
I'm
gone.
okay with that.
You do a lot here.
We'll Heavy Slam.
I mean, if you're Calm Mind Shadow Ball, you're probably running Recover, right? This is the OU set.
I mean, this indicates to me they're not going
This
for
gives him a
Recover,
Wisp
right?
on Garchomp, but Garchomp could be special here considering Archaladon. It could be mixed too. Earthquake's really good into Aaron's team.
Will-O-Wisp into Garchomp.
Is it special?
Maybe I should have switched Sinistra out into Sableye there, I think. Okay,
Okay, Wisp, nice. It connects.
Garchomp's burnt. Recover.
There's the recover. Yo, it's literally the OU set. Oh my god. It's the OU set. But Trick Room's gonna end up stern. Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Special Repower.
Oof! It doesn't two-shot though.
Okay.
Light screen is gone. That's why I didn't two-shot.
Interesting.
So do you have to light screen plus...
Sableye is Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Recover, +1. Garchomp
Yeah, special makes a lot of sense with Aaron's Steelix as well, and Archaladon. Makes a lot of sense. Good call.
Impulse, Electro Web, Protect.
Well, you have the light screen plus Heavy Slam, right?
Last turn of Trick Room. I think they recover Earth Power again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna light screen Heavy Slam.
Numbers on the bottom right are just my YouTube members and my Twitch members.
And then
I'm multi-stream.
I can quash Garchomp.
Okay, so he managed to get through. He basically managed to get through Sableye. It's actually mixed with EQ, Earth Power, and Draco. Oh, beautiful set. Trick comes up. So yeah, you get the Heavy Slam there, and you get the quash. Okay, he's not out because he still has Rain Dance plus Arch.
Mega Sableye I think was a really cool preparation.
Really nice. I agree.
On his end. But now we know about it. I think the main thing is the Trick Room actually hurt us since Mega Sableye is so slow and they were min speed.
Yeah.
It's really clever.
Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah, mainly like I think Sableye Arch is gonna struggle in this end game into special Garchomp plus the Archaladon. Or sorry, the Heliolisk. Which is why he prioritized saving it earlier, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and if you kill Steelix, you're basically good. Because you just spam your impulse next to whatever.
Not being into a knockout was pretty unfortunate here as well. So really good training there.
That's nice. I mean, the ground type's gone. The resist to the immunity and the resist are gone to Heliolisk, and you just spam your impulse.
I can Shadow Ball and double up onto you, but with Sableye being slower than us, that doesn't work.
I guess you can quash Garchomp and Draco it, but like if you Draco or Dragon Move, whatever.
Heliolisk back in.
Is it Draco or Dragon Pulse? I didn't see.
The thing is though, like Heliolisk doesn't actually put on much offensive pressure.
It's Draco. If you Draco, you basically lose.
Like I think we let. What is their final Pokemon gonna be? Probably hoping it's something like Sneasler or Empoleon, ideally.
Yeah, Arch literally needs to crit every attack.
Basically, I think I would quash Draco Garchomp next turn, or quash Heliolisk Draco Garchomp next turn.
He's trying to play around Garchomp's Protect as well.
Let's start getting residual damage on Heliolisk. Garchomp switches, okay.
Is it Empoleon? It is Empoleon.
Empoleon as the last one. That makes sense.
Ooh, oh, he's
Like,
really
he
strong
might
now.
actually have a ton of offense. Heliolisk connects.
This is so much more risky than regular. Hey, draft is fun.
Three impulse, yep. Can we Draco one-shot Heliolisk? Let's see. Probably not is my guess. Given that, I am just leaning towards Rain Dance and Electroshot into Empoleon.
Okay, so that does give him the Area Impulse.
The way I'm thinking about this game right now is basically ignoring the Heliolisk. It can Eerie Impulse me, but I don't think it can do real damage, and so I'm going to target around it.
Yep. So he's -2 now. He'll go back to -1, which won't do much to Empoleon.
Yeah, especially with us being faster than Empoleon, because I think Electroshot should still do
Let's go, Flame.
Not Wakanberry, okay. Pretty
That
good
did so much, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, it's Yawn. Oh, he gets a free
Yawn's
Yawn
very good,
Protect
okay.
too. Right now, it's Wolf who won 2-0 versus Shady, and we're watching game 1 of Mount versus Cybertron.
Maybe I should have just gone for the Quash Draco play, but I'm assuming he has bulk, because there's no reason to really...
It should be bulk. If it's super supportive Helios, it definitely should be bulk.
It should be a double protect right now. I wish I could self Will-O-Wisp. I could Will-O-Wisp my own or Chaladon, but then that takes a recovery. I actually don't think that's necessarily worth it.
So he's trying to Will-O-Wisp to basically stop the Yawn from happening next turn if he really wants to. Here, Protect makes a lot of sense. You're safe, but now you're back in neutral. Quashes this. That would have given him an electro shot to KO Empoleon.
Man, Taunt on Sableye would have been so nice here. I think it would have...
It got Shed Tail before Champions, but yeah, it has it. Are there any places online that do drafts like this? Me and my buddy were thinking about looking into draft. There are, there on Smogon, there are. There's also a lot of Reddit threads as well about these, I believe, if you're looking for some. But yeah, I did get Shed Tail, which is really cool. So our Chaladon's back to -2. It was at neutral, now it's back to -2.
Really nice defensive play. Light Screen wears off.
And it's now to start throwing out some Focus Blast. I'm looking for more people for a draft
there's
league.
another Eerie
Let's go. It's time to hit people up.
Yeah, I can see why Helios was conserved so much in this game, because had it fainted by Steel Legs, our Chaladon kind of just runs away with the game.
Yeah.
So I actually think our Pokemon still match up fine, but we obviously ran into a lot of really interesting sets. Like, I think Weavile was a really interesting adaptation with triple axle damage.
This is one of the things about draft, right? Like, I think the singles players who would play a draft all the time, like, this stuff won't catch Aaron off guard again. But it's also why draft is, it's also why draft right now is so much better best of one, because you only got to win once.
So that's where my head's at for game 2.
Ooh, Sprite Mare is also looking for a draft league as well on YouTube Hidden Origin if
Now
you
we
want
still have a game in front of us.
to hop in there. Or Sprite, if you want to go to hop on Twitch real quick and just talk to Hidden.
Protect or just burn a turn to sleep on Sableye right now. Okay.
Smart.
Switches.
Get Litz and get offensive pressure as well. Doesn't die to Draco.
Burn one of sleep. Just another Eerie Impulse. Curious what the 4th move is on this as well.
Sableye stays asleep, then you get Earth Power off too.
I think a better approach probably would
Quash
have been
makes him
the
move
Quash Draco
last.
play, just then struggling to deal damage to Garchomp in the long run. We can wake up now.
I don't like
Yeah,
that for draft personally as a singles player, but it is what it is.
Because I feel like I'm pretty behind in this game. He might just switch back out into Empoleon, which I think is the right play. Doesn't switch, but unfortunately I stay asleep. Okay.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really have to switch because you're -2 still, so...
Crit here could actually win us the game.
Oh, shoot, wait. What the fuck?
He might just switch back out and play, just then struggle. 1 in 3 chance to wake up there, obviously, though, so...
Oh my god, so much.
197 down to 69, okay. Crit here could actually win us the game. Hobbenberry?
I think Arch in general is very strong. Thank you, by the way. I played Aaron the last week of draft. You're not going to see that till week 7.
I don't know how much it would have done, obviously. It would have been at -4, but still would have been important damage. I'm also running out of your time, so you can be aware of that.
Oh, shoot. Aaron has 40 seconds left in this game?
Draco. I think he should switch out into Empoleon right now. One thing to think about is how important the Will-O-Wisp residual damage is in this matchup, though. And I also wonder if he goes...
Is Mega Sableye broken in singles? It was in one generation.
as an adaptation.
It actually got banned at the end of that generation. Gen 6.
In this matchup, I think.
Gen 6 or Gen 7?
You managed to wake up. I mean, if we get a crit here, I'm not sure you can actually do enough damage to our Charizard.
Was it the end of Gen 6? I think it was the end of Gen 6 or the end of Gen 7. If you go to time, he loses.
Not Hobbenberry.
That did 0.
So let's just.
I think Triple Arrows has a crazy secondary effect.
Not Hobbin. Calm Mind Sable.
Yeah, it was the end of Gen 6. Literally, the last week of Gen 6, and it got banned.
Empoleon with Yawn.
And Sableye can't do anything, but you're not allowed to forfeit in draft.
We haven't revealed our full moveset here, right? No, we have. Okay. Running is not a thing in the league, because battle differential, so we'll just let
Yes.
it think about game 2. I think he revealed so much information there, though, that I'm honestly not too upset.
Yeah, he basically got every Mon.
On Sableye, because then you could flex it as a regular non-mega pick.
But Mount's also... Is Mount just going to go for Area Impulse plus Earth Power?
Or chunk here. Okay,
Oh, he does reveal T-Bolt.
which is the last
Okay, so he gave him a little bit more. I thought Mount might have just hid that.
So the main thing I'm trying to calculate right now is triple axle into Heliolisk.
Because differential matters, and you have to give Pokemon KOs, because you can win games / make playoffs off a differential. If everybody goes, let's say, 4-3, it would come down to differential.
KO most versions of it, so... Yeah, I think the adaptation is definitely Weavile for game
We
2.
do crack Krills, yes. Track them, excuse me.
I wouldn't be surprised if he leads into Charizard for the next game, but there's not as many random sunny days as I thought. Although, I mean, I guess Sableye and Garchomp can still run it.
Garchomp got some KOs.
But But I think the main problem here was the having recover on the Sableye because it meant that I just got way fewer attacks than I would like with Steelix. So really cool approach in dealing with your group here.
Your crack's crazy.
And that's why he's one of the best in draft leagues, right? Like that prep was awesome. But I think now that we have a lot of information to work with, it's okay.
Yep, he's also used that time wisely. Much love, Space.
So I'm thinking Weavile or Chaladon for this next one because I think Weavile's offense is pretty good given the lack of Aerodactyl. It means I can triple axle everything. We never saw Sableye's fourth move, so I want to assume it's still Sunny Day until we see otherwise.
Hey, thank you. Sylveon clicked more Hyper Voices that day than I've ever seen.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. And yeah, I think my one mistake in that last game was not switching Sinistcha out because the redirection would have been.
Okay, so that mode went crazy with Heliolisk, Empoleon, Sableye, and Garchomp. So we'll probably see a switch up now because that's what I'd do if I was Mount, right? I switch up to Charizard here. Obviously, he can prep really well into it. Dude, it was literally screaming the whole time. I think he clicked Hyper Voice every turn. Charizard still looks really good. I wonder if Aaron would be too scared to go... Do you go Politoed in this version? But Politoed is useless. He's probably scared about Politoed because he's useless into Heliolisk. It's interesting.
Been huge for
Because I think there's a lot of potential for an adjustment from Mount. Like, Mount already... Did you say it was screaming the whole time? It was, yes. Hey, Insane.
So conserving Sinistcha is a big deal as well. But yeah, the adaptation I'm thinking of is Weavile Arch,
Okay.
Sinistcha Steelix.
Okay, so no... Huh. Only Rain on Weavile.
Weavile gives us triple axle for Sableye, which is a lot of damage.
So yeah, he's basically adjusting to Sableye. Do you feel good in Charizard, though? Why Pokemon 7? John was originally going to be in it anyway, so that's the way to do it.
Combine it with our Chaladon. Like, the main thing is also Weavile being able to just triple axle Heliolisk and Garchomp. And even if he goes with Charizard mode, now knowing the Sableye set, I'm not as worried with our Chaladon.
Okay, okay.
But I think
So he's still ready for it.
is conserving Sinistcha, because I think he's actually relying a lot on single target damage in this game.
So Sinistcha gives him Rage Powder into that single target damage. Smart.
Right? It's Earth Power Garchomp. Like, I basically paid the price to learn a lot of information in that last game, but I think now I have a ton to work with. The main scary thing is obviously we haven't seen Sneasler or Charizard, so both of those can be pretty big mix-ups.
It's like modest overheat
Honestly,
Charizard.
Wide Draft League is so cool, right? Like, I thought about Earth Power Garchomp, and I also thought about...
Best of 3 close teams, you correct.
I'm okay with this, though, I think.
Okay, so he did go with the standard.
I really wonder if it's on Burden.
Do you fake out? This is tough.
Turn 1, I actually want to fake out...
This is
with
tough.
I'm actually leaning fake out Charizard.
Because Sneasler could CC into Weavile plus...
Turn 2, I can either triple axle Sneasler or Rain Dance Electro Shot.
If it's on Bird and White Herb, though, this is tough.
Charizard might not Mega Evolve here, though, is the thing. Okay, it does Mega, that's good.
So the fake out was
In that
good.
game, I'm actually aggressively targeting down our Chaladon on turn 1. Now I can Rain Dance next turn. Okay, fake out into Charizard.
Oh, no.
Combat, okay.
Is it White Herb? If it's White Herb, this is
Then I could've
bad.
just gone Rain Dance Electro Shot Charizard turn 1, which would have been awesome.
So no fake out was smart.
Is it White Herb?
Oh, no! And there's no Rain Dance this game either.
Oh, that's such an unfortunate poison, because I would have been able to just Rain Dance Electro Shot this next turn.
Oh, that's so bad.
And I didn't bring Politoed in the back, but he doesn't necessarily know that.
No Toad is rough, man.
Basically, had the poison not happened, this next turn I can just click Rain Dance Electro Shot with no consequence.
Yeah, it looks Sash. I think as well. If it's Poison Touch, I think it's Sash 100%.
Stealing the Focus Sash was kind of funny, but yeah, it's not on Burden.
I think it was just to see... usually Fake Out Protect is odd because you want to capitalize on it, but I think Aaron was just trying to see if Sneasler would attack into the... Sneasler would attack into Arch, and he wanted to make sure that it could only single target it. He even mentioned that you thought you would aggressively target it down, so maybe like a fire move plus CC into it. So he wanted to be able to get the Rain Dance up, and also, you know, maybe Mount would respect the fake out, but yeah.
Going in Steelix here. I have Wide Guard, which is mainly what I'm hoping to leverage, and I'm hoping this
Bro, pickpocketed the focus, that's crazy.
I'm into thinking that, like, I might still switch in Politoed right now. But yeah, that was an unfortunate Poison Touch. But it also, like, I could have brought Politoed in this one, right, which would have made the current situation better. But
Like, you have to, what, do you Wide Guard? Do you even have something to do with that?
here, I also have Wide Guard. So I'm leaning going for Wide Guard here. Like, I'm already playing from behind, right? And Draco Meteor into Charizard.
I don't know. He's keeping sturdy, which is why he didn't Mega Evolve.
Close combat. Yep.
Oof.
Survive
Did
that.
he Heat Wave deal?
The thing is, I don't even think Draco knocks out Charizard is the problem.
It doesn't. And Scorching Sands.
Scorching Sands, very cool.
Oof. Single target option as well.
Upset. We didn't see Charizard attack on turn 1. Yeah, not bringing Politoed meant that I was pretty reliant on the Rain Dance Weavile.
I think it's over.
Faint on Sneasler as well, so like that could have covered for it. Turn 1, like the regret is just not Rain Dance Electroshotting, but we were vulnerable to fake out into either slot, so it's smart of him not to click that.
Trick him, could it do anything?
I have Akaberry here.
This looks over.
And Trick Room here. If we had Politoed in the back end,
He knows because of no wide guard. He knows you can't protect.
I'm not gonna survive Dark Claw and Weather Ball here unless. And we got poisoned.
Air Slash as well. No Weather Ball.
Yeah.
Goes through Akaberry too.
Steelix Loki is really good into the rest of the team, but I don't think it does enough. I'm probably gonna miss Stonage here too. Okay, we don't miss.
He lands. I think that's it though. Like, yeah, Lix is pretty decent, but like it's one man army and it has no spread damage.
Steelix for Politoed would have been okay in this
You're
one.
always taking. Oh, and it's Earth Power plus CC. It's dead.
Healing. Yeah, Garchomp now with Earth Power is too much to deal with, I think.
Damn. Great adjustment, obviously. No Polito is rough. Obviously, Rain Dance could have made a huge difference as well.
The tools here, like there were plays to make. I don't know. Rain Dance Electroshot, I think in this game just feels entirely too risky on turn 1. I'm curious if he ended up having Faint on the Sneasler. Because I think what he did is
Polito would have been really good too.
In game 1, and then using like the more standard stuff in game 2, and it worked out super nicely.
Aaron does post-game reflections, right? Yeah, he does.
If he just went Sableye Arch again in this one, it wouldn't have been terrible, because I could have just done like Protect Ice Cream turn 1 into Rain Dance Electroshot. But I wanted to try Weavile, which I don't think was a terrible decision, but yeah, I think if Weavile survived the turn, I got that Rain Dance off on turn 2, probably look pretty different, but that being said, at the end of the day, I think like not bringing Politoed put me in a worse position, especially when I called out the potential Charizard adjustment, right? I think I'm trying to think what the best lead into Sneasler Charizard is, because I like talked about him making that adjustment for game 2. Weavile's not even that bad. And if we had gone Rain Dance Electroshot on turn 1,
It was a great adjustment in general. I like the
Weavile would have been brought down to Sash. We would have stolen their Sash.
like the fact that like also the fact that what's it called? The fact that he tunneled hard on making sure he could beat Sableye, which is what Weavile did, and that Mount was able just to bring his other Mo was nasty. It is sped up, yes.
Granted, I obviously would have still fainted because of the poison, but would have put us in better shape as then I have Sinister.
Malp had preps Faint Senior to take out Weavile before he could Rain Dance, and it would have been cooler to see that happen. Also was Faint.
And I didn't want to bring the
Mouse prep was good.
Steelix, basically.
Yeah, it being Faint means it was fine. It meant no CC though.
Outside of Trick Room, and I didn't want to go all in on Chaladon given the Helio list that we had seen in the previous game. But I think at the end of the day, it's like Sinistcha was really good support for our Chaladon, and I think had we brought Politoed over Steelix in this one, things may have been better. Maybe I could have brought Sinistcha out first as well when I got poisoned, because we did have the Akaberry. But the reality is our Chaladon just, it wasn't going to be great after Weavile went down immediately.
Yeah, no rain was tough. Thoughts and reaction,
Sent me
Necra. I'm
his
excited.
afterwards, and indeed, there was Faint on Sneasler, so yeah, I think the poison obviously didn't matter because he would have been able to just snipe me off immediately. So he didn't even have Fake Out on Sneasler, which was really cool at the end of the day, right? That's the thing about Draft League, it's like you have to assume your opponent has everything, but yeah, something like Rain Dance Electroshot on turn 1 would have allowed us to just snipe Charizard down immediately, as you can see. We would have eaten up a Heat Wave or Scorching Sands, but the trade would have been pretty good, I think, because then, once Charizard faints, I think the Sinistcha just protects our Chaladon. So I think our Chaladon was actually still really strong into the team, but like...
Emp was cool in game 1.
Because of this Helio list in game 1, and then this like really genius Sableye set. As you can see, it has a lot of
Yeah, I'll slow it down a little bit for the reflection.
HP and defense investment, so being able to tank the heavy slams was a pretty big deal.
It was really defensive too. Damn.
But this was just really awesome.
Yachi's a sick tech too.
By Mount, I think. Just nicely done. Like a lot of cool things. Like I said, I had anticipated Eerie Impulse on Heliolist and Earth Power on the Garchomp, but I had not thought about Calm Mind Mega Sableye. And I thought he would be running Sunny Day on like Garchomp, Mega regular Aerodactyl Sneasler. And so like Charizard was the Pokemon I was actually most worried about, but turns out there was a lot of offense around it. I think if we had like Earth high horsepower on Steelix, a Steelix mode under Trick Room could have been interesting. But ultimately, yeah, if we had Politoed in the back in game 2 as well, it would have been much better, right? So this is the thing about draft. Like, you truly have to cover for every single thing. And there's a part of me, of course, that wishes I just clicked Rain Dance plus Electroshot on turn 1, but I thought it was likely that, like, either Charizard could protect. Basically, what I was predicting was Sneasler targeting our Chaladon down and Charizard Mega Evolving, so I was like, if I...
On Garchomp, it's plus special attack minus defense.
Fake out into the Charizard, we deny an attack. It Mega Evolves, then turns so I can Rain Dance immediately. But the close combat Faint combination, super smart to deal with Weavile.
Nah, it only works on the first
one
one.
thing that I like to do, whether I win or lose, is always to reflect on what went well and what could have been done better. And I
Damn, Aaron. Aaron gives that deep voice for this.
think with this being a loss, there's a lot more to reflect on.
I love the way he did this, by the way. Think Mega Steelix greater than Venusaur was not a bad call. My draft feels like it's lacking fast-paced aggression. Went to explore free agency picks. Ooh. Team felt playable overall. Felt like I had plays to make, but my selection was better. Amazing job by him. Ooh.
Sure. So this is kind of how I generally think about different.
It's just so we can hit spread alongside the Rage Powder.
The teams that we built and selected, as well as the actual gameplay.
I know. Mega Sableye, hella bulky.
I don't feel like Mega Venusaur would have solved for too much, especially because he did have Air Slash on Charizard, so my guess of a flying type attack was correct. I think Mega Steelix was not a bad call, but my execution for it could have been better. Overall, it felt like my draft was a little bit limited against Mount's team because it's lacking really fast-paced aggression, which is the complete opposite of Mount's draft, which has a ton of fast-paced aggression, right? Things like Garchomp, Charizard, Aerodactyl, and Sneasler all are super oppressive.
Yes, there's another 10 days for the HC merch.
Otherwise, my team is kind of in the middling speed tier range, and so I think just from this loss alone.
Well, he's probably trading some of his you can only trade 3 Pokemon.
Can be improved on.
So just keep in mind, Aaron, he's thinking about trading, but he can only trade 3 Pokemon total. And this is the only trade you can make in the season.
And this loss was actually super eye-opening for that because it felt like even if I went with like super aggressive sets with all of my Pokemon, I just actually don't have that much aggression to lean into, and that can be really tricky.
Yeah, 3 for the whole season.
The team I brought was actually really playable, and I had plays to make if I selected better Pokemon.
Wolf really limited us, but in a good way.
Of 4, like his team preview phase was much better than mine. Like I think in game
I'm not making any
he did
trades.
a really great job shutting down the Archaludon.
I love my
Game
team.
2, I think even though I talked about a potential Charizard adjustment, I still didn't end up bringing Politoed, and against that Weavile set, I actually kind of just lost the game on turn 1. I'm glad that I got to see the set and saw that he had Faint, which I suspected, because it means that
just keep in mind, like things like this, like Aaron might have lost this 2-0, but this means he has the advantage over Mount going in. Like losing in draft, the winner always has a disadvantage in the rematch, and it could happen in playoffs,
It's not even like I lost a bad luck, right?
I'm not getting no Simipour.
Him outleading me and playing better. And so I thought Mount did a really good job, especially, obviously, with the team building, but especially with selecting the right 4 as well. Because I actually feel like game 2, for example, if I bring in that Politoed in team preview, then it actually probably is not a super bad position, even after turn 1. And then in game 1, for example, I think we also could have gone for some different picks, and it could have played out pretty differently as well. So the good thing is, I think in terms of the prep, like the 6 that we brought was playable, but Mount definitely got me on team preview in both games, and that was an amazing job by him. Overall, I thought his prep was awesome, and I think that he is just, once again, like I said, truly one of the best draft league players I've ever gone up against, because his understanding of draft, where to get unique surprises, as you saw, Earth Power on the onto the Garchomp for Archaludon, the Mega Save.
We're not doing any redrafts. We're keeping this whole.
I had anticipated Special Garchomp and Eerie Impulse Heliolisk when I was prepping for this. I definitely did not anticipate Super Bulky Calm Mind Mega Sableye. Like I think in my
that was really sick.
But he's just going to use Mega Sableye, but essentially without an item and play it as regular Sableye. The Mega Sableye with the Bulklet ahead and Heavy Slam, for example, not even 2-shotting, was a really, really big deal, and it really carried that first game, I thought. So that was a super cool set, and that's the thing about draft. You're never going to anticipate every single set that your opponent brings, but as someone who had literally never fought against Mega Sableye in VGC, I thought that was super, super well done, and I think because it beat me in game 1, I felt like I needed to cover for it in game 2, and I did have some answers for it, but then Mount was one step ahead, obviously.
He could go T-Tar, but it would take away his modes a lot. I don't know.
From both of our ends, right? So my takeaway is that I think the 6 that we brought.
You're right.
I think Mount was one step ahead with Mega Sableye as well as
they are undrafted,
and I also think that he did better in team preview than I did, and so really, really well done. And I think at the end of the day, my takeaway from this is that my draft does feel like it was a little bit exposed in this one because I didn't have fast-paced aggression. And on paper, I thought Mega Venusaur would be really solid, but the reality is because in draft you can tech in super effective attacks for it, whether it be a random flying or psychic type attack, for example. I actually don't know if Mega Venusaur is as amazing as I initially thought it was, and so that is something that I want to explore potentially sorting out in free agency.
Oxy draft would be fun.
There's also things like
in
terms of gameplay. I think in game 1 I made a really big mistake by not switching out that Sinistra because the Sinistra fainting was super bad. Ultimately, honestly, I just kind of forgot that Sableye would outspeed us in that position, and so I was like, oh, I can just get a knockout on Sableye here. He might also predict me to protect or switch, but by giving up the Sinistra, that was, I think, really bad because the redirection support for it would have been amazing to support Archaludon in the end game there. I think it's a very different game if we have Sinistra next to Archaludon, so that was my bad, and part of it was inexperience fighting against Mega Sableye in the moment. And then game 2, I think, yeah, Mount just really outled me, and then with me not bringing Politoed once again to deal with the Charizard adjustment, I think that was a really big problem because, for example,
I can see it too. I love the way Aaron explains it. I think this is one of the better ways to what's it called? I think this is literally the way to get better at the game.
In turn 1, given that he Mega, had I had Politoed in the back, I would have been able to at least switch it in and get a pretty big momentum swing, I think, back into our favor. And so, yeah, I talked about the adjustment that Mount might make, but ended up not fully committing to the rain mode. And I think with his super aggressive lead, very different from the more like slow-paced mode that he went with in game 1. It was just like really well team construction on his end. So yeah, I think the good thing here is that there were ways to improve both in terms of actual prep as well as gameplay. And so yeah, I think Mount, just no shame losing to him. He's such a good player. Every week in this league I think will be really intense because it features so many great players. But I think I got a lot of great lessons from this one, and immediately after this I actually started looking at the free agency picks to think about how I could potentially improve the team a little bit, just because I think the lack of speed and fast-paced aggression felt kind of bad and would have been really appreciated, especially into a team like Mount's. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for week 1 of the draft league. So thank you so much as always for tuning in. Please go check out Mount. He's linked down in the description below, and I'll see you all next week for week 2 of the Wolf Draft League.
What a goat, man. Great game on both sides, honestly. Like, great game on both sides. All right, so now we have Necra versus Playmore. Finally, reasonable time to stream, 7:30 a.m. waiting for my flight out of Rome. It's hilarious, man. What's good, J-Bear? All right, let me put this at good. We're going to hear her intro, and we're going to get into this.
It's time for another Pokemon Draft League!
Woo.
Welcome everybody to Season 2 of the Wolfey Draft League, where we will be reprising the shoutcasting Sylveons. We will also be playing in Pokemon
I stole her
Champions, so I
Sylveon.
hope you all enjoy the content and are also enjoying the game. I've been having a ton of fun playing Pokemon Champions tournaments and trying out a bunch of new things, but I figure that there's no better way to try out new things than to participate in a Pokemon Draft League. Draft Leagues are awesome because a lot of Pokemon that you don't think are the strongest in the meta end up getting used because you just don't have enough money to draft a team that's only good Pokemon. We each had a budget of 100 points to draft 10 Pokemon, and the better it was, the more expensive it was, with 20 points for the SS Plus tier Pokemon and 1 point for our budget babies. The plan for this draft was to mostly get Pokemon that I wouldn't typically pick to play in a tournament so that I could get some experience with them. Okay, well, the first plan was to actually draft Mega Floette because it's broken, but that got picked first in the draft, so we had to adjust our plans a little bit. But we eventually got a team of Pokemon that I think all around can be very versatile in the way that they play and also be formidable threats. Without further ado, the shoutcasting Sylveon's roster for this season is Mega Gardevoir, Aegislash, Hydreigon, Primarina,
She's not going to be mad about the freeze frame. That's not my fault. Also, Necra has such a good commentary voice, man. I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm not saying much. I'm literally just listening. It's like, she should cast tournaments with this voice. Look at all the EVs. That's not an EV. That's not a Leafeon. That's not a Leafeon. Looks like a Sprigatito. This room is fire. Look at the unknowns. It's a Necra. I forgot how cool Necra's house is.
Jolteon, Mimikyu, Mega Crabominable, Infernape, Mudsdale, and Arbok. An important thing to note is that the Mega Evolution of a Pokemon and the base form of a Pokemon were able to be drafted separately. For example, Aaron drafted base Sableye, so he isn't able to Mega Evolve it.
Look at the Ditto. Look at the Ditto ones. Marlene. Come here, please, when you get a chance. Look at the Ditto Umbreon evolutions. They're so cool. So we're watching Necra. She has the evolutions, but she has, look at the Ditto face evolutions.
I know, I want
They're
that.
so
They
cool.
have it in the New York Nintendo store.
Oh, yeah, we'll look into it sometime. They're expensive, aren't they?
I'll look at prices.
I don't, yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
But Mountay can because he drafted Mega Sableye. I am super excited about my
They're
draft
cool.
because Mega Gardevoir, Aegislash, and
Necro does
Hydreigon
cast
were a
tournaments,
very
yeah, she's
popular
awesome.
Fantasy core back in 2014 when I
Her-
started
her
playing.
chair is
But
amazing,
I was
too.
so bad back then that I don't think I fully understood the potential that this trio could have, and so I'm really excited we get a chance to play around with it now.
Yeah, she has Cresselia, Heatran, Amoonguss, Land. She actually, and I bet you there's Mega Kangaskhan right behind that. She literally has Chalk. Like, that's so cool.
And hopefully do some good work with it. The Pokedex is currently really small for Pokemon Champions, so I also feel like I got sniped more in this one draft alone than the rest of the draft leagues that I played combined. Like, I really wanted Ariados and base Kangaskhan, but Wolfey sniped both of those. Sad Pelipper noises. Ultimately, I think we got some other
Wait.
budget Pokemon, like...
Hold up. No. What? No. What? Who is looking for this? No, I'm trying to put Cry. Pelipper crying. Well, she said sad Pelipper noises, so I want to know what Pelipper sounds like sad. Okay.
Arbok, Mudsdale.
I am now informed.
We were shoutcasting Sylveons, and we ended up getting a different Mega Pixelate user, but we've got Jolteon, so... Sorry, Sylveon. Before we get into the
Sorry.
prep, it would help out a lot if you could subscribe to the channel or leave a like or comment on the video. These videos take hours to make, and subscribing is a free way to support the channel. I would love to keep making content for all of you, so thank you so much in advance.
Hey, check out Necra. Make sure you check out everybody. I got them linked down below. Check out the Wolfey Draft League website as well.
For week
So you can
one,
see
we are
everything.
battling Playmore. It's really exciting to see PM7 and General Tar Heel as a part of this league. John has been the owner of the Playmore esports team in their previous Draft League adventures, and General Tar Heel has been the head coach. In this league, they'll be playing together though, so I'm really excited to get the chance to battle both of them, and it's so cool to see John taking a more hands-on approach. to
Sad
this
Pelipper
battle.
Noise is
As
such a
for
funny-
roster, Playmore drafted Mega Gengar, Incineroar, Mousehold, Blastoise, Kommo-o, Hatterene,
God, her
Mega
video is
Aggron,
so
Rotom
well
Band,
constructed.
Gliscor, and Simisage. There is not a single bad Pokemon on this roster, except for maybe Simisage. They have an absolute heat, and
And
this
of
roster-
course it's a
there's not single
plushie.
bad Pokemon on this roster, except for maybe Simisage.
It would be a plushie.
They drafted Absolute Heat, and this roster looks hard to beat for a couple of different reasons. One, Mega Gengar and Mega Aggron create a
It's an
speed
advantage and a
advantage, they both
disadvantage.
excel at very different roles. Mega Gengar is an incredibly fast special attacker and has options like Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb that threaten half of my roster for super effective damage. Mega Aggron, on the
I
other
agree,
hand,
J-Bear.
is slow and super bulky, and when it Mega evolves, it takes
Oh, I love
less
the
damage from
comparison.
super effective hits than normal. Our best way through Mega Aggron is going to be dealing special damage to it. Its defense stat is 250, and that is without
Yeah, if you want to learn just based on commentary alone, the way that Necra just commentates is amazing just for learning Pokemon in general.
any additional investment. Its base special defense is 90 by comparison, so yeah, special attacks it is. Mega Aggron
The unknown
is
say her name,
really
Necra.
heavy. Like, look at this guy. So with moves like Heavy Slam, our Pokemon just get squished. Reason number 2, alongside the Aggron that has Iron Defense and Body Press, Playmore has 2 additional Pokemon that can set up and sweep with Blastoise and Kommo-o. Blastoise cannot Mega Evolve, however, it
Blastoise
can still
is
Shell Smash and
crazy.
Water Spin. Meanwhile, Kommo-o gets access to a signature move called
We're not gonna skip over the way she's pronouncing Blastoise. Blastoise?
Clinger Soul, which gives Kommo-o a +1 boost to all of its stats at a cost of
Blastoise.
1/3 of its HP. Finally, reason 3, there isn't really a great way for me to stop the setup. Mousehold and Incineroar can basically guarantee those setup options with Follow Me and Fake Out support respectively. They're also both relatively bulky and offer a couple of other tools that will make dealing damage to Playmore's team harder. Incineroar has the Intimidate ability to drop opposing physical attack stats by 1 stage. as
From
well as
now on,
abilities
I'm
to
calling
cut
all
physical attack-
Charizards Lizardon. We'll do German for Charizard. We're gonna do French for Blastoise.
damage in half. With Parting Shot, you also have a
Blessois.
limited special attack output and pivot Incineroar in and out to keep neutralizing physical attacks.
Blessoué.
Mousehold has an ability called Friend Guard that limits all damage to itself and partners. Then for the rest of the team, you have varying attackers. Hatterene is a special damage-focused Pokemon that can set up Trick Room for Aggron. Rotom Band is a relatively fast Pokemon that can use Air Slash and Thunderbolt for just good damage. Gliscor also has same type attack bonus flying type damage and offers super effective.
Yeah, I
flying
meant
type
not
damage into
German.
almost
I didn't mean German. I meant Japanese. I don't know why I said German.
half my roster. Simisage is
Maybe because Lizardon sounds like a German word because it sounds so aggressive.
also here. I'm honestly unsure what Simisage is going to be doing in this matchup. All of the Simis
Gonna
are
call
pledge
my
moves,
Magmar
and
Boober.
I just don't see the
Thank you,
This
Ness.
is definitely a hard matchup for us. We have 3 Fairy type Pokemon that get checked by the Mega Gengar and the Mega Aggron, and in general, we have a lot of special attackers that will struggle to get damage down if there is any bulk investment into Playmore's Pokemon. We do have one thing going for us though, and that's that none of Playmore's Pokemon learn Wide Guard. Wide Guard is a protecting move that blocks spread damage attacks. You can also click Wide Guard multiple turns in a row without a chance to fail, so there is
That'd be
virtually
fire.
no downside to using Wide Guard to block damage. That would be a huge way to deal with some of our most powerful Pokemon because Gardevoir and Primarina both want to use Hyper Voice. We are going to try to leverage spread damage this week to attempt to power through Playmore's roster. So
Okay,
this
makes
week we
sense,
are
makes
bringing
sense.
Mega Gardevoir and Primarina, as
You have a
well
lot
as
of fake out, a lot of
Hydreigon,
follow me,
Aegislash,
makes sense.
Mimikyu, and Mudsdale. And yes, I know what you're thinking. We are bringing 3 Fairy type Pokemon into a Mega Gengar, but I promise there is a good reason for this. And we also have a way to deal with a Mega Gengar, so I'm not worried about that running us over. Choice Scarf Hydreigon
That's
is the
fire.
matchup check for this Mega Gengar. With Choice Scarf, our Hydreigon becomes faster than Mega Gengar, even at max speed.
Okay, so we talked about this. We were thinking it could either be Roselia or Choice Scarf, so I agree with this a lot.
Investment, so we can hit Gengar with a Snarl and ensure that Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball don't get one-hit knockouts into any of our Pokemon.
I love the
Snarl
little
is also
owl.
going to be doing like 50% to this Gengar. So with a
Sussendora
Snarl,
is the
we
goat.
guarantee live a hit, and another Snarl will finish it off. As for our shoutcasting Hyper Voicers, Mega Gardevoir has the Pixelate ability, so we will be doing Fairy type damage with Hyper Voice, and Primarina has the Liquid
I'm
Voice
telling you, her
ability, so
videos are
Hyper Voice becomes a
perfect for if you
weapon.
actually want to
That
learn
offers us
Pokemon.
valuable coverage into a lot of different Pokemon on Playmore's team. We do have to worry about Throat Chop from a Pokemon like Incineroar though. Throat Chop is a dark type attack that deals damage and also temporarily prevents the attacked protect Pokemon from using sound-based moves. Snarl and Hyper Voice are both sound-based moves, so for Hydreigon, Primarina, and Mega Gardevoir, we have alternative attacks that cannot be affected by
Gardevoir,
motion. There's also
gonna deal with
a potential
Blessoir.
threat that has the ability soundproof, so it will take no damage from sound-based attacks either. So
You
we
do have
have to be
Moonblast
prepared
and
if Ho-Oh
Psychic,
makes an
yeah.
appearance too. Mimikyu gives us another check into the Mega Gengar, but also in general we'll be doing
She
good
could also run
damage with
Dazzling
things
Gleam,
like
yeah.
Shadow Claw and Play Rough. Shadow Sneak gives us a priority attacking option in case there is a secret Focus Sash or just a small amount of damage we've missed. The Disguise ability also gives us a bit of longevity since Mimikyu can for sure take a hit. Disguise is a really versatile ability for us because for the first attack while the Disguise is active, Mimikyu will not take any damage from that attack. It could be a super effective Shadow Ball and the Disguise will keep Mimikyu from taking damage. After one hit though, the Disguise will break and damage against Mimikyu will go back to normal. It's kind of like having a reverse Focus Sash. A little bit of secret sauce this week is going to be special Aegislash. Aegislash right now in Pokemon Champions is being
Omelette
used
du
primarily as a
fromage.
physical attacker with
Little Dexter, a little bit of culture in my chat. That's the so there's no fan doc, but you can go to wolfeydraftleague.com. Sorry, I put the .com wrong, but that'll help you see a lot of stuff. God, I love the way she's explaining this. This is so good.
moves like Poltergeist and Iron Head. However,
This is like inspirational.
Aegislash's special attack stat is just as insane, and we want to have another method for dealing with this Mega Aggron if it shows up. Substitute and Leftovers gives us some staying power versus
Yo,
Pokemon
she
like
running the
Ho-Oh and
OG
Aggron.
set of
Last but not
Aegislash
least,
too.
Mudsdale is here with some coverage. Close combat for the Mousehold, heavy
Yeah,
Sludge for the
I mean,
Hatterene,
people literally
and
do.
high horsepower for the Gengar and
All right, so
Incineroar.
did you with the Psychic Moonblast route? Okay, maybe Dazzling Gleam might have been helpful too. Player of Standard Dot. Scarf makes a lot of sense. Nami. We have the Hyper Voice Dazzling Gleam. Yep, Dazzling Gleam there. Inner Focus. We talked about this for Incineroar. And the OG.
We will not
Oh, I just realized I saw Nami. I wasn't reading any of the other ones. She got the One Piece nicknames. Blackbeard. Okay. Brooks. Makes sense. Mihawk. Yeah. Chopper. Yeah.
be bringing the Mudsdale if we anticipate
This should be Brooke. Why is it Brooks?
a Mega Aggron appearance
Is it because it's
because
still
with
fire?
that
I'm just saying. Still
defense
fire.
stat and filter ability, Mudsdale is going to be doing nothing to that Pokemon. Mudsdale has a Pasho Berry, so it can sit in the field in front of a Blastoise without much immediate threat.
Stop saying
Focus, so it cannot get taken out by
Blastoise.
Incineroar
The
or
Blastoise is-
I also included a small Easter egg for the Playmore squad. I gave all of my Pokemon this week
Oh yeah, because Playmore. Oh my God, you go. Because Playmore always does One Piece nicknames too. Oh my! I have to see the reaction.
piece nicknames, so I hope that they like that, and it also brings me a bit of luck. Let me know in the comments if you think that I should have given any of my Pokemon different nicknames from the universe, but I think that I did a pretty good job of matching up the Pokemon to the characters. And also, let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas for what I could nickname my Pokemon in the future. I love One Piece.
I was thinking Mimikyu. Makes. Oh my God, that's so. Oh my God, Necro's so smart. It's not Brooke. It's Brooks because it's Mimikyu, which is copying Pikachu. And the S could also mean Soul King.
By the way, it is one of my favorite animes of all time. If the 1000 episodes does intimidate you, because that is a lot, I highly recommend watching the One Piece live action on Netflix. Hashtag not an ad, by the way. I just really like the show, and I think it does a
Do we get drops watching this stream? I got drops turned on, fam. What you trying to get, fam? I could drop some knowledge. What you want?
really great job of being able to capture the idea and the essence of One Piece while also making it way more digestible. This matchup is all about damage trading. Hopefully we're able to get the right Pokemon in front of the Playmore squad so we can soak up damage and dish more damage back. If both Mega Gengar and Mega Aggron are on the team, it's going to be really important for me to guess correctly
Which they
Mega
both
is
should
going to
come.
to the game. Overall, I think this is a really tough roster with great coaches behind it, so it's a rough one to start out our week one, but we're going to do our best.
Oh,
and
jawline
hopefully
routine.
get
I
it
chew
done.
gum in high school and I have
Taking a look at this
genetics.
team, it's almost exactly what I expected. We do see the Mega Gengar and the Mega Aggron, but we also see the Gliscor, the Incineroar, and Hatterene. So I don't think that the game plan has changed too particularly much. Gengar is obviously kind of a big problem that we can solve
That'd be
pretty easily
fire.
with things like the Hydreigon. Oh, but this is like kind of complicated to bring things like the Hydreigon and the Gardevoir. I think I'm going to do it anyway. There's no Como-O. Which
There's
is actually the one thing I was
4,700 episodes of Sesame
more
Street.
nervous about.
I might have to watch them.
Oh, actually, now what do I do?
Okay, so we do see the double. I think Aegislash looks really good here. We did talk about a little bit on Team Preview that Gliscor could have Gunk Shot, which looked extremely strong here too. Oof. Primarina looks good, but I think it's going to be really tough next to Gengar.
Well.
Oh,
they
you
got
just
this
said that too.
covered. Hope for the best.
Okay, first things first. I'm the realist. No. First things first, I have to see their reactions to the One Piece nicknames.
Week 1 of Wolfey's draft.
Well, like for considerable
Draft League.
score back, be pretty straight
Alright, she is cool. We clicked on.
speed as well. Compared to Gly's score.
Nerva. We clicked on first. That's what that means.
They didn't see a reaction?
She does have a lot of shinies, which is terrible.
They didn't have a reaction?
She has cool poses. Oh no.
And she's got the Fairy Girl Trainer title, which makes perfect sense.
Okay. Alright.
They didn't. Oh, they did it.
Alright, this is gonna be a very basic.
They're right there.
I want to say.
Oh, they're so locked in. Stop being locked in.
Alright, so I'm going to end up tracing the cursed body, which I think is really funny. In this first game, we do see the Blastoise as
So
well as
Blastoise
the
did a
Gengar,
fake
but
out.
honestly, this is kind of not so bad. I think I can just Snarl here, try to get rid of the Blastoise's special attack, and then we should also be able to get down the Gengar special attack, and hopefully we can just kind of finish things off by Mega Evolving and going for a Hyper Voice.
These are the best, like, closed captions I've ever seen of a person. That's how good she talks.
It's so good that there's no mouse hold because we
Okay, so
actually
no-
don't have the.
Is it protect Gengar? Oh, this is
interesting.
good because this is a
Or
really
is this
good.
going to end up-
This is a really good double because what I assume happens here is that the Gengar actually goes for protect, and this double is nice because it baits out protect by leading off with one fake Amon. You switch. This is a common thing you'll see in VGC, and you switch into your other fake Amon. So after that, you can actually protect the one Mon.
Being like a protect.
So it should be
Yeah,
protect.
this is a protect. Actually, not very good.
I assume it's a protect.
I might have to consider switching out, but we'll see.
The thing is, you
But I
can't
guess the
switch.
concept here is because there's no mouse hold, there's no friend guard.
You can't
so
switch
I
'cause of
really should
that.
Be able to,
Yeah, that was a great turn
yeah,
one.
go
Damn.
for the double attack, but now I can't really do that without having a very good justification. I think I'm going
Shiny
to have
Mega Gardevoir is
to
beautiful.
consider bare minimum protecting the Gardevoir here and trying to just go for the
Snarl. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's so
that
much.
changes so much.
Oh my
What?
God.
Okay, well we're gonna Snarl again.
You have to
and
protect, yeah.
Because if this Gengar has some type of...
If it's Dazzling Gleam, it's bad, but you have to call it.
We really should live according to the calculations. So there are a couple of scenarios where we do see like Fake Out into the Gardevoir and Sledge Bomb, or we see Fake Out into the
Okay, this is a
Hydreigon
very good
and
Snarl, so
Ice.
you'll definitely
It is
live this
Gardevoir
turn.
Instead. So we get to land the Snarl here.
Oh,
and that's
wait,
going to do so
that two
much.
shots Gengar? What the hell?
Perfect. So we get the Snarl and the special
It is
attack
Dazzling
drop.
Gleam,
We
but
get
you
the
live this
confirmation
easily,
that this
easily.
Gengar does in fact have Dazzling Gleam, but
Oof,
as predicted,
I lied about
we should
easily.
be able to live, but that's only possible because of the Snarl. Good to know. We're gonna do one more Snarl here.
Jeez,
We are
man.
just going to follow this up with a Hyper Voice. When I think about what else could be in the back, Psychic would be nice in case there is a Mega Aggron, but they're not gonna bring the Aggron
And the Gengar.
if they've already Mega Evolved the Gengar. So what does that leave me with?
Mousehold, Hatterene.
So I've confirmed that there's the Blastoise in the back, the Mega Gengar, and then of course we do have the Incin. It's gonna be really important to kind of figure out exactly how much damage we can do here. I wonder if the Blastoise also has.
If the
Fake Out.
Incin is
But of
max
course
speed,
we
this
have
is
the
really
Incin
bad.
Aurora, so we should be able to get the KO.
Okay, it's
with
not.
the
Yeah,
Hyper Voice
beautiful.
here. And I'm not really sure how they get rid of the Hydreigon unless there is actually
If
Fake Out.
it's Fake Out on Gengar, but like
Blastoise.
even then.
But bare minimum, because we got one special attack drop, we should be able to actually live.
This is
and
a
Sludge
beautiful
Bomb come
start for
through from
Necro.
Gengar. So, oh, it's Gliscor. Ooh.
So you get a
fascinating. Okay, so I
Oh, it's definitely Gunk Shot then. It's definitely Gunk Shot.
don't think that Gliscor learns
What if it's Toxic Gengar?
Fake Out.
No,
No.
score.
So I really think this should just be a Snarl here again.
And a Hyper Voice.
Honestly, I might just want to go for like a Psychic into the Gliscor.
I like Hyper Voice too. It hits Blastoise as
Oh,
well.
Maybe not. Hyper Voice does more, right?
Yeah, it hits Blastoise too.
Yeah. Especially if like the Blastoise comes
If it's
in.
single target, yeah. As the Stoice
Oh,
comes in, you
that.
get a Snarl off, which is really good. Ooh.
Okay,
Oh, it's
perfect.
definitely
I'm gonna
Gunk
special
Shot. If it took
attack
that much, it's
now
definitely Gunk
onto
Shot.
Blastoise.
It's Throat Chop.
There is a Throat Chop from the
Psychic would have been
Gliscor.
good then.
Okay, I am a little bit sad that I went for the Hyper Voice here, but I had to have expected that there was going to be a...
I think you could switch out. I think you could switch a Hydreigon
Let
here.
me think about this really quick.
I think you could definitely switch a Hydreigon. I feel like Hydreigon's really good in the end game. It's a guaranteed Gengar kill.
I don't know if I really care. Oh, well... What do I have in the back? I kind of feel like maybe I should actually keep this.
Maybe go Prima.
I think I should keep the Hydreigon, and I should bring in the Primarina. Because we want to make sure that we have something for the Gengar in the back.
Yeah, but it
I
is.
care a lot less about the Blastoise now. Gliscor is actually pretty fast, though. I think the Gliscor might be faster than my Guard. It is faster than the Gardevoir. We literally just
Oh, it's Helping Hand, High Horsepower.
confirmed that. There's a Helping Hand here. Oh,
Oof.
high horsepower. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, so Blastoise has Helping Hand. Gliscor has high horsepower. And
I love
Throat
Blastoise as a
Chop.
support mon in
We have
doubles
confirmed
draft.
bare minimum that the Gengar has. You know.
Was good.
Let's see. Protect. Hasn't done anything else, has it? It's hard to keep track of everything. Okay.
This is tough because if you flip turn out into Gengar, you're in a bad
Hyper Voice
spot.
would just be so good here. The Gliscor is faster than me.
But it might not throw
So I
chop.
kind of wonder if it would be better for me to just go for like Dazzling Gleam.
I think here you have to make the call that they're not going to go for Throat Chop on Primarina because obviously you threaten them, and I think you actually should go for Hyper Voice unless you think it's Protect plus flip turn into Gengar, which could be the play.
But
You need one of these alive next to Hydreigon.
no, I think it like just needs to be. I'll go King Shield for now, just to kind of scout out.
Another High Horsepower. Oh my
I wonder
god.
what else this Blastoise is gonna do. It kind of feels like it has to be a high horsepower potentially into the Aegislash.
It is Gunk Shot. We were talking about it.
It's
Oh, her
Gunk
face
Shot!
too.
Oh my
We were
God.
talking about the Gunk Shot, guys. Okay, he did bring it. I think Gliscor might kill all four
Oh, that's really bad.
because now you ignore Hydreigon and you High Horsepower the you Helping Hand High Horsepower
Oh.
H-Slash. Like, even if she got the Psychic off, it would have to be maybe a double attack plus Protect. Damn. And that would have sealed it up for Gengar anyway because
No,
Blastoise plus Gengar
my
would have been too
problem
much.
here is, like, I am faster than the Gliscor. So do I wonder if I just have to go for, like, Dark Pulse
Dark Pulse
here
Flinch, yeah.
and hope that that actually gets the KO?
I think you have to flinch.
And is sub actually, like, too...
I think if you flinch,
be
sub makes a
passive?
lot of sense. Oh, is it Icy Wind plus Protect?
Yeah, it's kind of... Oh, that's frustrating. I guess
Toxic
that
Orb's
means I
not in
get
the game.
Substitute up.
It's Muddy Water. Is that enough? It is not enough.
Oh,
But it
Well,
wasn't
that's
enough.
nice.
No accuracy drops. No accuracy drops. Okay. Strong turn
Okay,
then.
so that's actually really important that the special attack drop onto the Blastoise
But Throat Chop kills
mattered,
Hydreigon.
because Hydreigon did take that. We do get the substitute set up for free.
Does Throat Chop kill
I still
from
get
13? It
another
might.
chance at the... I still get another chance at the Gliscor.
Yeah, you double attack Gliscor.
It kind of feels like
Yeah, you got to
I
kill
really
it.
should just do that. How I don't know how.
New Champions
the
Update
Gliscor
Tuesday night.
beats my
I think 10 p.m. to
substitute.
2 a.m.
Gliscor could try to protect again, but the protect is so unlikely, so I feel like it should just be a double up here.
You could switch out, I guess, Gliscor technically into that. Oh my god, it killed. Ooh.
Crit.
Did that
I don't know if
matter?
that actually matters, but based on how much damage the Muddy Water did,
It might
it's just
have.
so tough.
Yeah, MB. That might have mattered. I'm not sure.
Is going to fade here. But I don't think that this does enough. No, not
Damn.
even close.
With Dark Pulse, it could have. I can see it, Hickey. Damn. Well played.
Okay, so I think we lose game one because I'm not entirely sure that there's a... I don't think there's any way for me to get through this. I guess I can get some valuable information. I still have leftovers recovery, but the Shadow Ball didn't do enough. And maybe I can get some additional info.
Yeah, I feel like it did matter too. I think Aqua Jet crit definitely
It's
mattered.
just so challenging. I mean, like the Blastoise has Helping Hand, Muddy Water, Aqua Jet.
There might, if that didn't KO, which I don't think it did, then you KO Gliscor there with Dark Pulse and the Shadow Ball, maybe, and then it comes down to if you get a sub up with Aegislash, you might actually be able to win into the Gengar plus Blastoise just because of the fact that it has -1 special attack due to Snarl. There might have actually been a world where Necro could bring this back. I think there's too many Mons and there's no Shadow Sneak, so that I could win. But like there might have actually been a world.
Actually, remember seeing that.
That's true too. It was -1. So maybe it didn't matter.
But we're kind of still in this.
I can run the calc just see. I'll just do like the most basic. I'm not gonna put any of their EVs or anything as well. I'm just gonna see it like on neutral. And let's just put Quiet Edge is fine. Again, I don't know. I don't feel like playing any HP. I think Necro didn't. I only like 2. None of that matters anyway. It does 11 to 12. What was she at? $13. But he could have had a little bit of attack. If he didn't have attack, though.
Information. I still have leftovers
Toxic for
recovery,
calculator.
but the Shadow Ball didn't do an Enjoy's game. This Gliscor?
Yeah, so it might have mattered. We don't know the. I don't know the Blastoise EVs.
Now I don't know what to do against this. Yeah, the high horsepower. This Gliscor actually just kind of messed me up.
It goes between. It's 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, I believe. I didn't put any nature. I just put quiet. It's probably not adamant. I just put quiet, which is not minus attack. So it should be like a sassy or something like that. That was a crazy game 1 though. Gliscor went stupid. Well played though. I don't think she played like bad at all.
Okay.
Ooh, the
I don't know
adjustment.
if this is any better.
Oof.
They have Mega Aggron this time, and I'm not entirely sure that
There's no
I
Focus Blast.
like my position. But at least, like, I do have the Aegislash in front of... Oh my god. It just full screened itself.
No.
Okay. Like, I have the Gardevoir, which is not going to be doing a lot here.
It'd be close. And it should, yes. Modest,
Like, I
yes.
feel like I might just get destroyed. But it's better to try something than nothing at all.
Ooh, did it go through? I think Shadow Ball came out. It should be Shadow
Oh,
Ball.
I timed out too. I'm taking so much time to think about the potential possibilities. And
That's
I don't feel
draft,
like I'm
man,
gonna be
yeah.
making the best decision here.
I wonder if Hyper Voice was enough, or is this... Shadow Ball's gonna come out, though. Shadow Ball's gonna come out. Which target's gonna pick?
Doubling up into the Hatterene was worth it.
I mean, it looks
There's
like...
not a lot that the Aggron can do to my Aegislash in particular.
So that's
Feels
gone,
like it
so
was
no
a little
Trick Room.
useless. I would have rather maybe split the damage the other way. Yeah, but I mean, like, Heavy Slam here does just destroy.
Okay, but you got rid of Trick Room option, though, which is big.
So,
I guess you have to go Hydreigon.
at least I have Mimikyu. Now I have to think about this strategically, though. What could possibly be...
It's definitely
in the
Instant,
bag?
right? Instant or Blastoise.
I think maybe
Well,
I
Sacred
would
Sword
rather
wouldn't have done
have
much anyway, in my opinion.
the Mimikyu here. Which is so tough because I don't know how else I get through the Aggron now without the special attack.
Yeah, Prima
Obviously,
still would have been
Slash has
good.
that, but we have to hit it with a Shadow
I don't think
Ball.
we can deal... I
Now,
mean, Shadow Ball's gonna do a lot, don't get me wrong.
there's no Helping Hand on the field right now here for the Gliscor. And the Gliscor, as a reminder, has high horsepower, Throat Chop, and Gunk Shot, as well as Protect. So, I do think that I just kind of have to, like, try to get rid of it. But I almost feel like I'm going to have to kind of split damage here. No, I have to King Shield. Because otherwise I think Gliscor...
The thing is, Aggron can just...
way
They
too
can
much.
they can
We
ignore
have to get
Aegislash
rid
this
of the
turn, and you
Gliscor,
can
then
double
we can
attack
take Aggron,
into
because Aggron is
Mimikyu.
quite slow. We have confirmed at least that the Aggron is slower than my
That's a
Aegislash,
crit,
kind of
man,
a big
God.
deal. We do negate the high horsepower this time,
But you have Hybrid Cutter.
so that's good. But this Aggron's
Ooh,
going to be
yeah.
a
I mean,
pain
you
in
just
the
do the
butt.
exact same attacks again, right? Like you kill Mimikyu and you get the Aggron in, and you get the Gliscor, a lot of damage. Maybe you need to get damage off on.
I feel like maybe this is going to protect from the Gliscor.
Okay, gonna call the Protect.
So I'll protect Mimikyu, and I'll go after this Aggron.
Let's see this Gliscor Protect. No,
No.
he's just attacking what's
Oh
in front
my
of him.
goodness. It does so much damage.
Okay, but attacking Aggron is good. Attacking Aggron is smart. You need this damage.
At least we had the King Shield active to neutralize some of it. But yeah,
Oof. Oh, that's a crit.
oh, that was a crit.
Oh, and he did.
I
Nah,
don't
I'm
have
locking
any special
in.
damage except for the Hydreigon. Ooh, I mean, I think realistically, like, I
Hydreigon could win.
feel like realistically I can win, but it just,
It's not Gengar
I don't know
though.
what's in the back.
Well, you play
I
off
think it has to
Gliscor.
be
It has to be instant,
a
right?
Dark Pulse.
Resist. Yeah. Or
Oh,
Blastoise.
man.
I think instant would have came out
It
if it
has
was
to be
instant.
Shadow Claw here.
And Dark
And a
Pulse,
Dark
yeah.
Pulse into the Aggron. Because I think that Dark Pulse should get rid of it. I know that that was a crit, but Hydreigon's special attack is higher than the Aegislash. So
I guess
there's
she's
a
talking. I think she's
protect
talking about
from
EV
the
spreads.
Gliscor, then Mimikyu gets to come in.
Because Hydreigon's 125 versus
If I get the
the
Dark
140.
Pulse onto the Hydreigon, or from the Hydreigon onto the Aggron, then hopefully I do get the knockout.
Okay, just protect
Okay, but
scouts,
double
get
protect.
leftovers. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. Oh, just see what Dark Pulse locks into.
I'm, like, locking into. At least this
Yeah,
Gliscor
Mudsdale
can't
could have been cool here.
necessarily harm me, but I really care about getting rid of this Aggron here. I think it just has to be a Dark Pulse into the Aggron still.
Like surely it's Blastoise in the back, right?
There's probably not a.
Isn't there a world where she wins this? Would it be Blastoise in the back?
Oh, but if that's an Incineroar switch in.
If it's instant, you can't do
quite
anything about
sad.
it.
Oh.
It is Blastoise.
it's
I think there's
Blastoise.
potential. There's definitely potential. Oh
And they get a double protect. Are you
no,
kidding?
that's huge. What?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Shadow Claw is going to be a little tough. I look, okay, so I don't know what this Blastoise has, but I think
You could have killed them. I think
It's
there's a
the same
world. I
problem,
think there's a
right?
world where
I have to
Hydreigon
get
could
the
win.
Aggron.
It's probably AV. Oh, there's no AV. What am I saying? Oh my god! And then you just take a lot of damage on
yeah, Blastoise
Hydreigon.
does have Fake Out. That's really unfortunate.
That's so
At
unfortunate.
least it would take another one, but the Body Press is going to knock me out. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. What?
This is good prep from them. I think Aggron is one of those things that if I just get it wrong on the first turn, I do just kind of lose. And I don't think there's anything else that I can do here.
I mean, I think she won this
Mimikyu
game
will
without
cheer
the. I think she won this game without the Double Protect. Because Dark Pulse kills the wall, and then you can't kill Hydreigon at that point. So I'm pretty positive this was her win.
try its best, but I think the 1v3 is a little bit too much for it now that the disguise is busted. I don't even know if the Shadow Claw does that. See, look at that! It's just not meant to
Great
be.
prep though. Great prep. Like
Yeah,
Gliscor was sick. Yeah.
honestly. That's too bad, but GG's. Wow, this Mega Aggron and this Gliscor were so hard to play against. We win if Playmore doesn't get that double protect on the Aggron. Dark Pulse would have
Yeah.
knocked it out, and then in the 2v2 between my Hydreigon and Mimikyu,
It should be Hydreigon favored for sure. So it definitely goes at least to game 3.
the Blastoise and the Gliscor, we win those. We do have to call the protects correctly, but a double up of Dark Pulse and Shadow Claw does KO the Gliscor. Gunk Shot needs 3 hits in order to KO the Hydreigon, and then the Blastoise can't knock out either Pokemon before it gets knocked out in return. Oh man,
Yep.
I really would have liked to play that game 3. Game 1 though, we got absolutely
It's a rough
rolled.
start,
Major
man.
credit to Playmore for the team building and prep this week. They shared the team sheet with me, which included all of the training for each Pokemon, and they had 32 HP investment into every single one, so they were super prepared to try to win those damage trades. I was surprised by some of the bulk in the moment, but Now it all makes sense. And Gliscor! Oh my god, I feel so betrayed by
Dragon.
Gliscor.
That's
We
how
used
it's
Gliscor in our last Pokemon
apparently
Draft
supposed
League,
to
and
be.
It felt like such an MVP. But without items like Toxic Orb in the game, I heavily underestimated how valuable Gliscor could be in this matchup, and that was clearly a huge mistake. First off,
We haven't seen a game
head
3 yet.
top in game 1. I really thought that it would have only been on the Incineroar, but Gliscor
I had a
was
game
good.
3.
Gunk Shot knocking out my Primarina was crazy. That needed a helping hand from Blastoise.
Gunk Shot was
KO, but
fire.
all of those helping hands to make those easier one-hit knockouts just was a perfect pairing between those two Pokemon. Having played with Gliscor in past draft leagues, I feel like I should have known better what Gliscor was truly capable of, but oh well. All in all, I knew that this would be a difficult matchup in prep, and taking a look at the team sheet, I'm not actually sure that there were any better ways I could have approached this. The timeout at the beginning of game 2.
I think honestly she played it well, and I think, like I said, like considering the start to game 2, like the fact that she would have been in position to win was wild. So was cool.
It was highly unfortunate, but we were still only one double protect from Mega Aggron away from winning that game. I can confirm with the HP and special defense investment on the Hatterene that I did need the double.
Exactly, Hydreigon, which is also, well, I don't say it like that, but which is also Blastoise.
And if
Not Blastoise. No.
I'm
I'm not in New York right now.
I will
I'm
have to keep
out.
my eyes peeled though for funny trace interactions in
Blastoise.
future sets.
I'll say
mentioned that there was
Blastoise.
Lesser
No,
at the
no,
beginning
no,
of game
no,
two
no,
from
no,
timeout,
no,
but
no.
Gardevoir actually traced
We made it
straight
out.
on the Aggron, so if I had waited to Mega Evolve, I could have lived the Heavy Slam hit. Oh well, lesson learned, and it'll be fun to see if that comes up in future sets. We start off the League 0-1, but we still have 6 more weeks left to play. Next week, we're going to be going up against Aaron's
You got any Pokemon Go drops? I should have them turned on. Also, calling me Unk is crazy.
Cybertron Sling, and then the week after, we follow the
They should be on. Hold on. Let me turn on my stuff.
up with James Beck. We'll cook up
Yo, everybody's matchup is crazy. All right. Last game is James versus me, but let me look at my drops real quick. How do I look at this? It's viewer rewards, drops, enable drops. Yeah, they're turned on. I got, according to my stuff, let me see what I got. Pokemon. I don't see no resorts for Pokemon. No results. Drops. Y'all like Brawlhalla badges? You like Blue Protocol? 007 First Light? Oh, Pokemon Trading Card? Chaos Rising drops? June 6th? That just passed. Where my new drops at? Brawlhalla? Ooh, been years. He said, I'm good. It's crazy. Jerry pronouncing Blastoise like Europeans pronouncing Detroit. They were saying Blastoise. That's what they were saying. Europeans saying Detroit is crazy. Blastoise. Nasty. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to get some water, and we're going to watch this final game. But also, before I do, I just want to say that today's stream is a partnership with the Kaisa Project. The Kaisa Project is a nonprofit initiative that partners with streamers to raise awareness about sexual assault prevention. This is very important, especially as someone with a platform, to use it for good. And obviously, you know, victims and the like don't always feel safe coming forward for good reason. So !Kaisa if you want to read a little bit more about it and, you know, just make yourself a little bit more aware, educate yourself a little bit on this subject, especially in the Pokemon community, especially in gaming in general. There's a lot of SA. So definitely it's good to just be informed about this. We had the same thing happen with Wolf. Wolf was touched inappropriately multiple times, unfortunately. And even the way he reacted was kind of wild. Like back then, he's like, that wasn't even the issue. And I was like, yeah, that is an issue. Like the fact that it was normalized for him was a crazy thing as well. So definitely, you know, become aware, raise your awareness is a big problem. Be a safe space. We're trying to promote consent, and read up if you want to, !Kaisa. So let me get some water, guys, and I will be right back with the final game of the stream. I appreciate you, Joey. Great meeting Indy. Great to see a partnership. That's super important. Much love, Grooms. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yo, what are you doing, by the way? I'm about to sleep. Pull up to this. Oh, we're watching the... Oh, Rage. I went AFK for a second to get some water. We're watching the final Wolf draft game. My boy James versus me. Put the playback speed up for the...
Of the Wolfey Draft League, and your Dubai Piplups are returning to face off against the Los Angeles Wakers, coached by Joey pokeaimMD.
Let's get it.
What an insane round 1 pairing to warm up to the Draft League. The return of the Draft League, the return of the Wolfey Draft League should be hype, and we get the one
I feel like there's no safe round ones ever.
person who has given me a negative track record in VGC Draft League. I'm either positive or even against any other player that I've ever played in the VGC Draft League other than Mr. Joey pokeaimMD himself. And we have to go against him round 1 with a completely new roster. So we'll see how this goes, because I hope to make it an exciting match for the viewers. But of course, if you do want to check out the roster for the Dubai Piplups for this week, as well as the entire season, you can go check out the video I will link down below where I go over the roster of why I chose my picks. But otherwise,
Joey, can you explain why you're so good versus James? I mean, I don't know if it's that. Genesis, he's still here. At least in the past, I would play 1 billion mocks to play versus James. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you, Hush. Did you say James missed out on Worlds this year? Yes, unfortunately, James missed out on Worlds. Really, really sad. Like I'm devastated over that. Like legitimately devastated over that. He's such a good player. I think he is deserving of a Worlds win, and like I feel like he casually makes it to. I mean, he obviously works hard, but I feel like. Okay, cool. I feel like he casually makes it to top 4. Like he just makes it. He just does it. Like, but we'll see. But I have no idea why I'm quote unquote good into James. All our games go to best of 3, and they're always really close. And usually some little tech helps. And he's also super smart. So,
let us go over the team that we are bringing.
I have this Sylveon cover in mid-tier draft. So fun. Hey.
Against Joey this week. Before we get into the team, we should probably go over the matchup. So Joey has an interesting draft, but this is actually
he called my team bad.
Probably his most normal VGC draft I've ever seen him pick. But he does have some pretty scary tools here. He got Basculete.
When a Pokemon player uses interesting, it means bad. Nah, but it's true though. These are like these are standards.
Legion Male, which of course is a super dominant factor in Pokemon Champions VGC. The threat of Last Respect is just so threatening, especially with the access to that adaptability, which is super powerful, and would not be surprised to see it being adaptability. I have to worry about Focus Sash, I have to be worried about Choice Scarf, I have to be watching out about Cobra Berry and a bunch of different potential items that the Basket Legion will be able to play around at this time. And then his Kangaskhan is going to be the Mega Evolution Choice, which is going to be a pretty bulky normal type, which is
he didn't speak. That's true.
Hit and is able to do a ton of damage to my team. And one demon that especially is going to be threatening is that Sylveon, as my draft is not very great against fairy types whether on the board at all. I'm pretty sure that
when he plays Necro and he has to deal with 3,
we are going to see the combination of Basket Legion, Kangaskhan, and Sylveon 100% that is going to be brought. And then the rest, I'm kind of interested on what Joey's route is going to be. I think Hisuian Decidueye is going to be coming because he doesn't have the best ways to hit bulky waters other than the Hisuian Decidueye and Alolan Raichu. I don't think Alolan Raichu is that great against my team, but could be considered. And I don't think Scizor is that great against my team. I think Crocodile and Noivern are pretty good picks, especially Noivern because of access to Frisk, being able to scout for potential items on my side, because this is a close team sheet best of 3 setting. So I do think that Noivern can provide a lot of valuable information to Joey, and it's pretty fast. So I could see Noivern, Crocodile, and Hisuian Decidueye as being the last 3. But we'll see. I'm a little bit
round robin, but you play everybody.
I don't think they're the biggest threats to my team initially, especially Sharpedo. That can be a little bit one-dimensional, but I could definitely see it here being a potential threat if he does bring it. However, I will be disrespecting it a little bit here, and we'll see if that's going to be a mistake or not. However,
you see what he just said? He talked about Sharpedo. He's disrespecting it.
Let's go over the 6 that we are bringing against Joey now. So this is the 6 that I will be bringing against Joey for week 1 of the Wolfey Draft League. I got to give a huge shout out to my boy NJ11 who helped me prep for this match specifically and has been a huge component to helping me do well in these draft leagues, especially this season 1 win, as well as helping me draft for this season.
I will say this was really sad about the Dragapult. For those that didn't watch the game already, I'm not going to spoil too much, but the EVs did not save properly.
So we have a pretty interesting strategy here. If you do look at Joey's team, a lot of it is very physically heavy. Like there's a Noivern, the Sylveon, sure there's a Alolan Raichu and Armorage, but probably less likely to be brought. But a lot of his attackers are going to be physical. So that means that Burn is actually really effective against Joey's team, especially fast Burn if I am able to get a fast Will-O-Wisp. So we are bringing a support Dragapult, which is pretty effective, I think, against Joey's team. The ability to double status for speed control, but not only speed control, but just being able to burn the physical attackers so they're doing less damage to me, I think is pretty immaculate. So
I think Psycho was really cool too. I love how your video is 50% battle, 50% podcast. Thank you. Thank you. Are you gonna close it? Okay. She's trying to get Eva to use the bathroom. Evie's like a shy peer, so we have to say we're going to the bathroom and close the door, and then what's it called? And then she goes. It's so cute.
And we're going with a Maj Dragon Bolt because it does outspeed Noivern by 1 point, and being able to do some good damage into like the Basket Legion with Hex, especially that Will-O-Wisp Hex combination. Of course, doubling the power of the Ghost type move when there's a status condition. We have double status as well on the Dragon Bolt, as well as Draco Meteor to be able to hit the Noivern and any other Pokemon for some pretty heavy damage across the board. I think it's pretty nice. Modest does allow us to outspeed Noivern by 1, or actually more than 1 point. It's actually going to be 2 points, which is exactly perfect for the Dragon
I think
Bolt
James had nicknames turned off, which was really unfortunate.
here, so I get to know if it is going to be potentially Scarf on the Noivern immediately. Then we also have like more supports. The Rotom Heat is also going to be another Wisp backup plan because it does again allow me to burn those physical attackers, but also really important switch to that Sylveon, which I really do need with this team. Eerie Impulse is to slow down the damage output of the special attacker, and it's really important for that Sylveon because Sylveon is probably the biggest threat with Hyper Voice. As you can see, I don't really have the best switch into Hyper Voice, especially if he goes with a more offensive item like Fairy Feather, so I will be bringing the Eerie Impulse Rotom. I did debate about going Pasha Berry versus Citrus Berry. Last minute I changed it to the Citrus Berry. I did have Pasha Berry initially, but I do think the Citrus Berry can be helpful if I am.
Citrus makes sense because like he's so weak to my Sylveon. No, James should turn nicknames on. He needs to respect the nickname game. 100%.
Taking attacks from like Kangaskhan and Sylveon, and I need the recovery. Then we have this Hisuian Samurott, really good into Basket Legion because it does resonate with the Sucker Punch, and Ceaseless Edge will set up the spikes, which is pretty nice, especially if it is going to be like one of those focus hashes on the Basket Legion, Hisuian Decidueye, or maybe like Crocodile or Sharpedo if brought here, which I think is pretty important. Aqua Cutter because I want to be able to damage the Sylveon, and Sucker Punch is just really nice priority-wise, especially for a Scarf Basket Legion. That Black Glass is helping me ensure getting the knockout into that Basket Legion. Mega Lucario, this is going to be a pretty interesting Mega Lucario set. We have Psych Up on the Mega Lucario with Drain Punch.
Why
Drain Punch actually just knocks out Mega
parentheses?
Kangaskhan if it's max HP, which is
I think it's
already
forced
great, so
to
I don't
be
have
a
worry about
girl.
my defense
I don't
shots
know.
because Joey does have a lot of weeks to that fighting coverage.
That means female, so it should be forced to be a girl.
And then Meteor Mash should be able to just threaten to knock down a Sylveon generally. So that is pretty solid here. That's why we're going with this Lucario set. And then we have Psych Up, which is a pretty interesting tactic.
Dude, this is such a sick Lucario by him, by the way. 14, like so bulky. It disrespects my speed tiers, but it's really bulky.
I can copy the Sharpedo speed boost as well as the Snorlax, which is going to be the partner here. And the reason we have the Snorlax is it's really hard for Joey to break through Snorlax, especially if I'm burning stuff and the stockpile boost. So the idea here is to like set up statuses with like my Dragapult or Rotom Heat, stockpile up with Snorlax, make it really hard to knock out, and then Psych Up with the Mega Lucario. That's kind of the idea here behind this plan, is going to be that Psych Up combination with the Lucario. So that is going to be the case here. We're running a lot of special defense as well as
Yeah,
physical
between
defense, just
that,
tank
yes,
attack,
exactly.
and then just do a good amount of damage.
They're all female, which is why they've Queen of the Majesty,
Crunch and
exactly.
Body Slam. And finally, we have the Choice Scarf Serena, which is going to be pretty good here, because it is going to be able to outspeed Noivern, break through a Focus Sash with that triple Axle, and we're actually 1 point slower than our Dragon Bolt. So if there is a situation where I switch in Serena and Noivern didn't first to Serena, I can go for a potential triple Axle to blow up the Noivern. So that is the idea here, and it is designed to outspeed the Noivern by 1 point, but also underspeed my Dragon Bolt by 1 point as well.
Makes
the Mega
sense.
Lucario also on this team is going to be bulky here. As you see, we are running a lot of bulk because I think Joey's probably going to be running a lot of attack to dish out a lot of damage, especially into some of my fatter Pokemon, especially if I go with like a Trick Root. I think Kangaskhan's always going to be adamant in this matchup. So we'll see if I am going to be correct here. But this is the team that we are bringing for the first week of the Wolfey Draft League. Let's see if we can take on Joey and make it an even record this time in VTC Draft League. Or maybe I will go negative. Who knows? All right, we have game one. Ooh, he brought Sharpedo and Scizor. I actually didn't think he'd bring
the
the Scizor. Also no
fishes.
Crocodile, which is pretty interesting. And no Noivern that I'll have to deal with. Okay. No Raichu, which makes a lot of sense here. Okay, just making sure I have all the Pokemon. He didn't bring Armor Rouge either. Okay, so this is going to be his 6. No Tailwind and no Trick Room, unless the Scizor has Tailwind, of course. All right, so Sharpedo, going to be kind of a Pokemon I didn't really exactly prep for, so we'll see how this goes. I do like Dragapult a lot here as a lead. I think Dragapult should be good for the most part. I'm going to do my game plan. I don't know how effective it will be, but we're going to try it out. I'm going to do my Dragapult Snorlax combo. And then in the back, probably Lucario Rotom Heat. Yeah, it's probably Lucario Rotom Heat, or it's going to be, like, my initial game plan was just going to be leading Dragapult, just status stuff, and then...
I feel like James's team, like obviously he doesn't like Serena as much into this because I don't think it's necessary. I really like the Snorlax he brought. Maybe it was worth him bringing like legitimately Fissure because it's going to be alive the whole time and I'm forced to attack something next to it. Sorry, hold up. I'm just going to close this real quick. But I really like the Lax, like in general. I wasn't even sure if he'd actually bring it, but I really do like it. in general here. I don't know. I think it's really cool.
And do Snorlax things. We'll see how it goes. I think
I think it's just a sick
pick.
pick.
Am I doing Rotom or am I
Good night,
doing
Great.
Samurai? It's both are pretty decent here. I think I'm going to try out the Rotom and see how it performs. Yeah, let's try this out. If it doesn't work, we have adjustments for game 2. Let's see what Joey is going to bring. So first draft league battle. Oh man, I'm not ready, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
It's crazy. I had to play James first.
What is Joey going to lead? Sylveon Sharpedo. Interesting lead. Okay. Versus Dragapult and Snorlax. So I don't have a really good Sylveon answer, but all right. This should be kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious on what Joey's going to click here. I do want to set up a stockpile. The question is, do I want to go hard into Rotom immediately? I am debating about going hard into Rotom immediately. I think Sharpedo most likely wants to protect, though Joey doesn't protect. I guess it could get a little bit awkward. I could Thunder Wave to Sylveon, but I don't think it's needed to. Maybe I just go into Rotom. On a Hyper Voice, probably. I'm going to go to Rotom, and I'm going to set up a stockpile immediately, because I need to start bulking up to tank the attack.
Interesting.
So it can't Mega from the Sharpedo, so I'm kind of curious on what they're going to go for, but yeah, bring out the Rotom.
Yeah, we watched the other ones. Really cool. This is the final game.
They do protect the Sharpedo immediately. Okay,
I'm kind of just listening because obviously this is the one versus me, so I'm trying to see.
And Hyper Voice. Okay, not too
That
surprising.
is
I think
so
it's
much.
pretty
Just
well with
honestly,
Pokemon, and
that
we
is
will
so
be
much
able
to
to
Snorlax
get a
considering.
stockpile up with the Snorlax immediately. So, not a bad turn, I'd say. Not a bad turn.
The
So
Shadow
let's check
Sneak
that
I
out.
put on
After
Decidueye
leftovers
was a
revealed
last minute addition, and I'm really happy that I ended up doing it. Obviously.
here. And we did burn the Sharpedo's Protect. We're going to see the Speed Boost activate, not too surprising. Man, I wish I had the Partial Berry. I had Partial Berry originally. I think I could probably live Waterfall. Hydro Pump, I'm not 100% sure about, though. I think here I'd probably just want to go for Thunderbolt plus a Body Slam, double up into Sharpedo. It does cover a lot here. They probably
Beats
go
the
for
Sash
Rotom
too,
slot,
yeah.
realistically. But that Hyper Voice did nothing to Snorlax. I'm not really worried about the
I actually
damage
thought it
that
did a lot.
the Sylveon's really doing. So I think I'm just going to Body Slam plus Thunderbolt. They go for Liquidation, does this KO to Rotom.
God,
Does
Sharpedo's
KO
so
Rotom. Okay, I
strong.
was hoping that wouldn't KO. Okay. So there's Liquidation. It's definitely very invested. I'm actually going to calc to make sure, but it should probably just be max attack. We're going to see Hyper Voice come out. Snorlax eating it up. Okay. And Body Slam. Good damage.
I like the para being 1 and 8 makes
Good
it a little
para.
bit easier.
Good para.
Him not bringing priority
I
on
don't mind that. I
Lucario
don't
was
mind that. All right.
was kind of
I
wild.
do want to calc some stuff while we're waiting here, so I want to see that Sharpedo should be
Like him not thinking. I'm glad it shows move time now. It didn't used to show this until it was up, but him not having like priority. I thought maybe Vacuum Wave was for sure coming, but it was obviously a little bit disrespectful towards Sharpedo, which is why he didn't bring it.
adamant damage, if I'm not mistaken. So let me double check. We saw it was Liquidation into my Rotom Heat. I didn't have Partial Berry, unfortunately. I changed it last minute.
Snorlax is definitely
Oh,
good.
it was a roll, but it was in Joey's favor, and it is probably max attack, unless it's Mystic Water, which I guess could make sense here. And
I'm big
okay.
adamant.
Just want to see how much a Body Slam does naturally. Yeah, that's not invested Sharpedo for sure. I'm going to bring out Lucario now and start threatening the damage here. Do I want to set up a stockpile, or do I just want to go for a Body Press? Does Sharpedo knock me out with close combat? It's a range, huh?
The fact that's a roll, by the
They're
way,
plus
on
the
his
speed,
really
I
bulky
outspeed
Luke is
with
wild.
The Lucario. Do I just want to protect and go for a Body Slam?
You know what
I
would
don't
have
know
been
if this is
fire
close
here?
Combat Sharpedo. I feel like it should be.
You know what would have been fire here if he had like psyched up the Snorlax. But obviously my Hyper Voice might have put it in range anyway, so I guess it didn't make a difference. I think Hyper Voice would have put it in range
I
anyway,
wanted
so it
to
doesn't
scout
really
for
matter.
Protect from Joey's side. So you know what? I'm going to set up a stockpile again, and I'm going to go for a Protect from Lucario. Let's see. Is it going to be a Protect from Joey's side? No, they did go for close combat. Okay, so they do have close combat. That's not too surprising to me. And Hyper Voice once again. Okay, so I could have got double knockout, which is a bit unfortunate for me, but I don't think this is awful. The Snorlax, as you can see, is just eating up the attacks really well. We set up another stockpile. Am I okay? I don't think this is awful.
I think had I not brought Decidueye in the back,
So
it would have been a lot
Sharpedo
worse
plus
for me
3
here.
Speed. Let me double check. It should
Obviously.
outspeed Lucario even with the para, but I will double check just to be in case. It is paralyzed, so the speed, yeah, it definitely outspeeds my Mega Lucario. A bit unfortunate, but I think now I'm just going to go on a Dragapult because I don't really need Dragapult too much in this matchup, I think, and I'm going to try to KO the Sharpedo. Sylveon's not really doing that much damage. I'm not really too concerned about it. Sharpedo close combat I am a little bit concerned about, so I will go for Body Slam. I could have maybe went for like a Drain Punch into the Sharpedo or Meteor Mash, but I think this is overall okay.
He psychs up, it's really hard to kill Luke with Drain.
Too hard right now.
Yes,
And I'm
but
hoping I can get like maybe a Psych Up situation.
if he psychs up there, what's it called? I have, if he psychs up that particular turn, I have, what's it called? He takes Hyper Voice plus CC, so he would die.
Later. We
In
bring
the
up
one game you dropped, you didn't. I think so.
the Dragapult.
You're
They
right.
go for Liquidation. Ooh. Why did they Liquidation? I guess it covers Dragapult on the Switch, so I am taking the Hyper Voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Slightly
worked on
ready
the
to switch
Sash,
into
'cause I figured it
Dragapult
was
as well on
Sash.
Joey's part. Okay. Gonna take the knockout into Dragapult, but I do get the KO into the Sharpedo with the body slam.
If he sections up the shark, that'd
So
be
we
funny.
know what the Sharpedo's moveset.
Gets my speed. He would have died though because I attacked him.
Close combat.
But that's why he had it though. Later, Naz.
And I assume it's a dark move, but we get to go on a Lucario now. Let's see who's coming out. Basculegion's a little bit annoying, but we do have Crunch on our Snorlax, so it's not too bad. Kind of curious on what the
I like that. I mean,
Basculegion
this is
set
kind of like the team prep, right? He has not attacked my Sylveon. Basically, as long as I keep threats next to Sylveon, he keeps... Sylveon is just passively... I would, really bad player. Sylveon's just passively there, picking up KOs. I hope you have a great night, Ness. Sylveon's passively there, just picking up KOs as he's trying to deal with them on next to it. So it's really funny. Like, just doing damage and stuff.
Can they punish a Snorlax? That's a good question. I kind of want to just detect and crunch. Because I don't think they can knock out the Snorlax with a double up. Yeah, I'm going to go for crunch. I want to see like what's the what the Basculegion is going to go for. Wave Crash into the Lucario. Okay. And Hyper Voice, which is fine. We're tanking that. Wave Crash is a roll on my Lucario if they're adamant. And if they're Scarf, I'm okay with that. So here's a crunch. Oh, good damage. That's a crit? Yeah, that's a crit. Okay. I'm okay with this. I have a decently bulky Mega Lucario, so I will go for the Meteor Mash into the Sylveon, and I will go for a Crunch.
No,
here.
literally. I think I had like barely any Hyper Voices left.
Scarf. It could be helping hand Sylveon with Wave Crash, which is why I didn't go. Maybe I should have a Meteor Mash the next or the last turn, because if this is helping hand or Quick Attack, this is going to be annoying, but we'll see. Okay, we know the Basculegion has Wave Crash, and it's not bulky at all. Okay, it is Scarf. Wave Crash?
Yeah, I couldn't be bulky because I needed max speed out to be
Bulky,
Dragapult.
Beautiful. And we connect the Meteor Mash. Oh, it's a Berry Berry Sylveon. Does this KO? Probably not.
Big Tech.
Ah, okay.
Look at Sylveon, just again, passively just picking up the KO.
We are finding out some good information, though. All right.
Yeah, this is obviously isn't going to work as
back.
well.
I don't think I can
He adjusted
win
so
with my
well game
final
2.
Unfortunately. Get a crunch off into the Basculegion, takes the knockout, but... Okay. But Berry Berry... Trying to figure
But
this
Berry
out.
Berry.
Where did I put the Bask? Oh, the Decidueye was final Pokemon. Okay. I guess I should just find out what a fighting type move this is. I am going to body slam the Decidueye. Okay, interesting. But Berry Berry, they go for triple arrows. Okay, so they don't have close combat. Not that much damage to Lax, but okay. Guess the defense drop. I don't think I could win anyway unless I get a body slam crit into the Decidueye plus a pair. I get flinch. Okay, that's fine. All right, so Joey takes that pretty convincingly, but I'm okay with all the information he gave me. Unfortunately, my setup was not great, but at least we get to find
Literally,
out. Literally,
Sylveon has only click Hyper Voice the whole time.
Because the crunch would have done a lot here. Yeah, the crunch did a lot.
Yeah, that's triple arrows is a broken thing. I mean, he needed basically a lot of luck to beat this guy anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely no bulk bass. It's probably just max speed, max attack. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how my game plan is going to work, but overall, I don't think it's too bad. I found out the Scarf Mom, which is actually really important to set, because that was the thing I was most worried about, trying to figure it out. Okay.
Don't get your... That's what I'm saying.
I was hoping the Snorlax could take the game 1 mode here, but I think this is overall okay. It's not anything too bad. So I got to figure out how I'm setting up for this game 2. I do really like Samurott. Samurot's really good here because Aqua Cutter should be doing a lot of damage. Let me just double check the damage on the Berry Berry since we know it's Berry Berry on this Sylveon now. That explains why it was like doing no damage earlier. So it's Berry Berry.
They should give triple arrows to
Meteor
Jirachi.
Mash. Oh, that definitely has a lot of bulk on the Sylveon. It has a lot of physical
I literally
defense.
was the shoutcasting Sylveons in this.
Yeah. Because it survived by quite a bit. I'm max attack, Meteor Mash. Okay, good to know. So he's probably slow with a lot of things here. I gotta watch out about Sharpedo. Man, I wish I didn't change to Citrus Berry on Rotom last minute. I had
Jobley's not over, no.
but it's
only week
now.
1.
Okay. I don't think anything is too bad here, but I do want to try. I do need to figure out a way to get rid of Sylveon as well as Sharpedo, because Sharpedo is actually kind of annoying.
My goat, double
Sharpedo
fish.
is actually a little bit annoying here. I wonder how much my Aqua Cutter does to this Sylveon. Nowhere near enough. Yeah, breaking through the Sylveon is going to be painful. Can Hex plus Meteor Mash KO? No. This Sylveon's really problematic for me. I don't have the best ways of breaking through it. I do have Rotom Heat, which is decent against it, but it's like...
I love the way he adjusted, by the way. I think his leads were beautiful.
Pretty concerning. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try a Rotom plus Lucario angle and have
wish
Samurott
Meg-
plus.
I wish Ember got a signature
I'm gonna
move.
go with Serena. Or maybe it's Dragapult. Maybe it's Dragapult back. Oh boy, I'm not confident in this game plan at all. We'll see. I was a little bit worried about. I was a bit too weak to Sharpedo. I wasn't sure if he was gonna bring it, but yeah, I am weak to Sharpedo. I should have probably calced better against Sharpedo stuff. Okay. Oh, they like Kangaskhan Sylveon this time, which is good because my Mega Lucario is actually in a great spot. Okay. Plus my Rotom. Okay, this is a nice spot. Very, very nice spot. All right. I don't have Protect. I can go for an Air Impulse into
It should be on the Wolfey
Sylveon.
Draft League.
You can't really fake out here. You could go into Bask. I could see Bask coming in, but would you switch in Bask on a Will-O-Wisp? That's also a good question. How much do I need Lucario? I don't need it that much. I guess I could Wisp the Kangaskhan and Meteor Mash to Sylveon. I don't think that's a terrible play, and I think I'm gonna
Cheats
go
are
for it.
expensive. I think it's good. Don't
Let's
get me
see.
wrong,
I
but
could see swaps of Basket Legion, but no, Joey just stays in.
this
Okay,
this was a
he goes
beautiful. This was a beautiful.
Fake out this Hyper Voice is not too big.
I didn't have
of a deal.
fake out,
Lucario's bulky
I
tank,
believe,
and
but
do have
like
Drain Punch
this
for
is beautiful.
recovery.
Like he didn't care if I did.
All right.
Like if I fake out this Hyper Beam,
I was really thinking maybe a switch to Bask, but maybe drop Bask, which isn't great for me. Let's see.
smart prediction though.
Sylveon protects. Okay, what did the Kang click? Hammer Arm?
Try watching content
Which is
recently.
really
I
bad
absolutely love it.
because
Thank you,
Lucario's the
fam. I
only
appreciate
good
you.
I have. Oh, I'm faster than the Kangaskhan, and I get a Will-O-Wisp out. That's huge, actually. Okay, because I get the Will-O-Wisp out, that's pretty big. Double Edge and a Rotom. Okay, to get chip. That makes sense.
That is so much.
Rotom absolutely eats, which is incredible. And
I feel like that is so much.
Sylveon with Overheat plus Meteor Mash, that should get the KO.
This was a beautiful
that would
double
get
up.
the KO. Thunderbolt and Roll Overheat would KO. Yeah.
This was a beautiful play. I should have called this as well,
So I'm
and
gonna
maybe
go
when
for
Bash,
Overheat into the
maybe
Sylveon and
Burst
just
Bash
go
Legion.
for a Meteor Mash into the Sylveon. I don't think he has a good swap now that he's revealed his like no Bass. So Meteor Mash is gonna come out. They should do a lot of damage. Probably put in Overheat range. Yeah, that's definitely Overheat range. I also low rolled the first Meteor Mash, but okay. Nice, I do land. That's huge. Goodbye, Sylveon. So Sylveon goes down. Excellent. Okay, not bad. That's a huge strike gone for Dragapult, which is massive. Facade. Oh, okay.
That shit dying one was crazy too.
Not what I was anticipating. Not what I was anticipating. Facade. Good tech by Joey.
But it's I think losing Sylveon's huge. Like look at Sylveon and look at the rest of their team. Like James played that beautifully.
Sharpedo comes in. That's not too surprising. I do have Wisp. I will go for Wisp into Sharpedo.
When the
And I will
Facade
Drain
killed him, it
Punch
was
the
crazy.
Kangaskhan and try to get rid of it. I don't really love
You
giving him a
okay?
free switch,
Hold
but
up,
I kind
guys.
of have.
One sec, guys. Hold up. Sorry, guys. Something fell. I was just getting it. Let us get it. Facade killing, though, was actually crazy. I'm not going to lie. Everything, yeah, something fell. We got it, though. Don't worry. Thank you.
I have to get a burn onto the Sharpedo now. I need to break a sash, and I need to burn it. So we'll go for Drain Punch, and we'll go for Wisp. The future turns is going to be Decidueye, which is going to be a bit of a problem, but overall, I don't think this is awful.
I think I went out to Basket Legion here, and I was a demon for
Sharpedo
this.
will probably protect. If this is Lumberry, well played to Joey. Like, really well played to Joey. But I will Drain Punch the Kang, and I will Wisp the Sharpedo, hopefully get rid of it. Okay, I don't think it's Bask in the back. And if it's Bask in the back, I do have my Samurott, so it's not too bad. I will have to land a Wisp, though, into Sharpedo. Okay, Kangaskhan retreats. I love getting any damage on. He did bring Bask. I'm shocked, actually. Okay, he goes for Protect.
I didn't want to protect, I think, here, too. But I had to because he Wisps.
As I do Wisp attempt to Sharpedo. I'm actually shocked because I thought he would have switched out into Bask immediately, so he's kept that in the back. Although not having to deal with the Decidueye is still pretty good.
I probably should have switched out to Basket Legion immediately because having Sylveon here would have been really nice in
My
the
best
end
play
game.
is just to Wisp and Drain Punch the Sharpedo because we know the Kang is super slow. That means my
Samurott shot speed, yeah.
Samurott is faster than it. So I can Wisp the Sharpedo and I can go for Drain Punch into Sharpedo. I could detect
It's a
here, but I don't
decent
think I
turn. Like,
need
I'll
to.
kill Dragapult, but
Yeah,
I don't
I'll go
know.
for a double because I think I could win with Endgame. What's it called? I think I can win with Endgame.
I probably should have focused on killing Lucario, though. I don't know.
Samurott. And he did double up the Dragapult. I'm not surprised. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, that's good
This is
for
a
me.
great.
That's
This is
really
a
good
great
for me,
call
actually.
by James.
Curse by the flip turn doesn't matter. Perfect. Because I do get the Drain Punch off.
Like, I
into
feel like he got more
Sharpedo,
out of
which
it.
Most likely, I assume it's Sash then. And if it's Sash, that's pretty good for me because now I get to bring out Samurott and I threaten the Sucker Punch endgame. Okay, King's gone in. Here comes Drain Punch. Perfect.
Hey, Gugu.
I think I might have to reveal the Psych Up.
I'm chilling. We're watching this last
Which
game.
I guess I don't have to, but it would be nice.
That's fire.
The thing is,
That's
I don't
fire.
think I can knock out the Lucario. And with Basket
We're
League,
watching
I
draft. This
guess
is the last
is
game.
awful.
This is a game versus me, actually. I'm on the other side.
We know it's Fake Out Facade on the Kangaskhan. I mean, I just double protect, right? Yeah, I just double protect because I can't risk Fake Out plus close combat. Even if I think the Bass switch is super obvious on the Kangaskhan slot, yeah, like I don't think it's ever worth the risk here. My Samurai fails to protect, though it doesn't change much here. Okay.
I guess I should have last respected instead of wave crashing.
Okay. Here's
Because
what
he can
the
only
Bass
kill
is gonna
one.
Lock into. I wonder if he goes for a double protect, but double protect is fine.
How does most draft league work? We basically draft
I think I
Pokemon.
just sucker
They're
punch the
given
Sharpedo
values, and
I-
we're given a certain amount of points to draft them. We take turns in snake order, and then we battle each other weekly. Looking at the WDL side, I got 1.5 points for a perfect prediction, but the max for the week and 8. How come you can only get 6 out of 8 on the perfect prediction across the board? Maybe. Did you get sweeps versus non-sweeps? Maybe that's the big one. I'm not sure. I've yet to watch your in this point of view. I had no time yesterday. I'll probably watch it today. Hey, do your thing. We're on game 2 right now. I'm actually not entirely sure. Always the last. I can ask Wolf though. I'll pass it on.
Drain punch the Sharpedo as well. He needs a double.
I'll put it right now
protect.
in the Discord.
Yeah. And if you retreat Sharpedo, I get the Drain Punch into Kang, so that's fine. And I also get recovery, which is good. Okay. Let's see.
I love it.
just need to
Suicide Drive.
live. Yep. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, so I guess it should have
And
last
then
respected.
I should have 100%
plus
field
attack.
win because I'm Black Glass's Samurott, and
Yeah.
Wave Crash Recall puts him in range of Sucker Punch from my Samurott, so all I have to do is
Smart.
Sucker Punch the Samurott. We know it's Choice Scarf because it's faster than my Lucario. I can Black Glass's Sucker Punch KO the Basket Legion that has no bulk, and then I can just KO the Sharpedo, so perfect. So we'll go for the Sucker Punch into the Basket Legion, and we'll go for the Drain Punch, and I don't even have to reveal my Psycho Protect just yet, so that's kind of nice. Alright, no Decidueye is pretty interesting. And I have to watch out about burning the Kangaskhan now.
I asked always.
So Sucker Punch will come out. Pick the knockout Bast. And
I'll next time I do it. I guess I'll respond with what they said if I see you again. You know, basically. But they're not gonna respond now because it's 2:36 a.m.
Nice.
But once they
Awesome,
do,
that's what
I'll
I don't think
when
it
I
is.
see you, just remind me.
Oh, it's faster than my Lucario. Wait, do we speed tie? I'm pretty sure we speed tie. Hold on. What?
I hit an Eevee. Me finding out right here I'm
Oh,
faster
wait,
is
no, I'm
crazy.
talking the wrong mod. I was like, how is that possible? Oh wait, Sharpedo's faster knife.
Like I actually should have attacked into Lucario specifically because I could try for the on-game outplay.
Okay, he's like max speed adamant. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I messed up, but like he targeted Samurott. But even if he targeted my Lucario, I still win because of Sucker Punch in general because he's used multiple protects. So I think I'd have enough Sucker Punch PP.
Yeah, he's right. No, he's actually right.
Protect run or
I think I mentioned this too. I was out of
gonna run out
PB.
before Sucker Punch, so I think I'm fine there. A little bit frizzled because this is the first draft league match in a while, and I don't really use a calc while playing. So yeah, we're gonna move on to game 3 and see how this goes. All right, Sharpedo.
My nature is adamant. I'm just excited for MB. I have 5 videos ready to post on YouTube, but I have to wait a couple
Kind
weeks
of
before I
curious
stream.
what's the plan from Joey's end is.
Let's go,
It's just
fam.
really annoying.
Can't stream and post because my nephew's
dealing
sick
with
a
the
lot and the
Sharpedo.
kid's barely 2. So, for sure. I hope you feel better, fam.
I don't think Serena's over to play here. He could go back to Decidueye.
Yeah, like after seeing that game, obviously I saw, okay, Kangaskhan's like cool, but like it doesn't help me into Lucario and it gets burnt and it's good in a Rotom, but that's about it. So you mentioned like winning without the Mega, and I was like, yeah, that basically just helps in that regard.
Not much for him. Maybe Decidueye or maybe Serena is worth it. I am thinking Snorlax is also potentially worth it. I'm thinking I'm going Samurott plus Lucario
Appreciate
to
you,
threaten
fam.
the Kangaskhan.
Why is Shiny Scissors that kind of green? Well, I caught it from Legends Arceus, such a shiny.
But
It's
also
more like-
disrupts
it's like a
Sharpedo
yellowish
because
green.
I can, well, it doesn't. I do have Sucker Punch, Drain Punch angle, but I don't know if that's
His
really
leads
it.
was nasty.
There's no super safe, easy lead here.
This is why I say F it. Decidueye, we ball. I'm pretty sure in this one I let off with like, oh no, I didn't leave with both of them. I left with one of my.
Do I bring Rotom? It's not bad. I could bring Serena or Lax, which makes a Sharpedo's life, or dealing with Sharpedo a bit easier. I think I do Dragon Pulp Rotom. Snorlax is good against the Sharpedo, but not great into anything else other than Sylveon.
I guess it is like a
Serena's okay,
lime,
but it's
yeah.
not necessary.
Which
I think
is
it's just
essentially
okay.
like a yellow-green.
I am very concerned about how this endgame goes, but
I would
we'll
argue.
try our best here. Like, just dealing with Sharpedo, because I did say I didn't know I was underprepped for this mon, and it looks like I was right, so let's see. Sylveon Basket.
You guys like my LA Wakers fit?
That's best case scenario for me, as I lead Samurott plus Lucario. Okay.
Noobers.
I wonder if Basket's gonna just stay in or hard switch out, because I could see a hard switch out, because like my obvious play is to protect both mons to see what they lock into. But I think I'm gonna Meteor Mash, and how much does Ceaseless Edge do to Sylveon? Oh, I definitely should get it with combination Meteor Mash, Ceaseless Edge, and I will play Greedy in this because
I'm
I
glad
think
you liked it,
playing
fam.
Greedy is nice into the Sylveon. Get it,
Hey.
the Basket. I'm not surprised. Kang, Decidueye. Okay, this is a protect from Sylveon. If he didn't protect Sylveon, I do get this Ceaseless Edge off. Spikes go up and Meteor Mash. Those are like huge things to deal with here. Okay.
Big Shark.
I did double into that. I could have got
Scarsy does a good job. Thank you, fam.
Yeah, I think
This is a risky turn one, but I felt like after last time, it felt okay.
I do need Samurott, or I'm cooked against the. I
Bastion
am cooked
Legion.
against the Vasky Legion.
Yeah.
I think my least needed mon is Lucario at this point. So I think my best play is probably just to detect. Or is it just play on the offense? It might be just play on the offense. Because I think he needs to get rid of Samurott, but he might triple arrows Hyper Voice. I think Meteor Mash into Sylveon and Heart and go out into Rotom isn't a terrible play here. Let's see.
I know.
Rotom in. Oh, good switch on.
The Decidueye is so big
Basket
comparatively.
comes in. Okay, that's okay. You have to target down to Samurott then, right? I get a Meteor Mash off, which is decent.
It was a good call on
Good
his part
damage.
too, but like defense drop means guaranteed death. Triple arrows
Triple arrows
legitimately
being
show
targeted
just
down
how
to
good.
Samurott
Saf,
spot.
you seeing yourself?
Okay. Gets a defense drop.
Oh, you can't see it from his point of view, but
Not
obviously this is
great.
named Saf.
Does
I get
he
the
can
free
just
flip
that
turn.
slot now and
Yeah.
triple arrow. Actually, I feel like you should always flip turn triple arrows that slot, right? I don't know if he's gonna target Lucario because of the protect. That could be obvious.
This is a beautiful call, by the way, on James' part too.
I kind of want to Meteor Mash to Bass calling the Sylveon.
This is a beautiful call. Hey.
I think I am going to do that. I think flip turn into Sylveon and triple arrows the Rotom could be a pin slot, but I guess he doesn't know if I protect, so maybe this was not the right play. He does flip turn though, so I did get this kind of right. Okay.
Great call on his part, man.
I'm playing really aggressive with my Lucario, and I'm hoping it's going to pay off, but we'll see.
All I
I'm hoping he
was
gives me
trying to hit
Sylveon,
it from the season. I believe in one win with
which I
Rooster.
think
Do I
he
call it a
should.
night?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's a big
How are you playing? If you're one win, just go
Big
for it,
medium
right?
rush.
If you're not, you just do it tomorrow.
I think
you
I
fix
could
it
win
up
with
tomorrow.
Samurott, but we'll see. I did need this damage off into the
Great
Sylveon.
play.
Good damage.
I did
that's
so
good
much
range.
more than
Okay,
last
that's
time
pretty good.
as well. I brought me in a red.
Triple arrows into Lucario. That's fine.
Nice 1 HP
That's
live.
kind of goated that I lived, but okay. I probably want to go Rotom because it's probably quick attack from the Sylveon, I imagine.
This was a
I kinda
crazy
wanna
turn.
Hex the Sylveon.
This is so
I'm
crazy.
gonna Hex the Sylveon, go into Rotom. I think that's a pretty decent
Like
play
obviously
here.
his EV spread
Because I
mattered here,
think
but
that's what
I
saved
I
Lucario
did
for the
target
heck of it,
Dragon
right?
Pult with triple arrows. So I like if it let's say his EV spread didn't matter. I targeted Dragon Pult with triple arrows and I just triple arrows into Shadow Sneak and I had Basque Legion out and I just click Wave Crash.
Because it does force the Sharpedo to protect.
But
on
it was
turn, potentially.
nasty the way it worked.
Let's see.
Because my Sylveon's
Rotom.
faster.
Okay, no quick attacks.
Morning,
Okay, Drain
Jaden.
Punch, but okay.
That was insane. This Dragon Ball came in and died. Do you need perms or such to watch party? I don't think so.
Oh, I low rolled the heck out of that Hex.
Most likely.
Wait, how? He has the Def Investment? He was at 16%, right?
That's an unfortunate thing.
Oh, that's so bad.
And I got the
He was
crit
gonna get-
defense drop,
Oh,
bro.
and he got the defense drop. Oh my goodness, what the heck?
For like the last hour going 1-1 until the win streak. Hey, you on a weird streak? End it
I'm cooked
tonight.
against a shark at this point, but I will try my best for.
This is
Rotom
really- this turn was
potentially
rough,
knocking
too.
out the Decidueye with overheat. It doesn't even KO Decidueye with overheat if he has bulk.
Yup, this thing was a hurricane.
Should I Wisp here or should I?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I really thought Hex would KO at that range. What? Okay. I guess it depends on how much speed the Decidueye
This is why I
has.
was so excited about the Decidueye for the team because it fits so
I'm
many
just gonna
boxes.
Go for an overheat and a ceaseless edge into the Sylveon. I need Shadow Sneak. Okay. Oh, I'm so cooked. I can't beat the Decidueye. Man, I knew I was too weak to sharp. No, and I missed. Okay, RNG wasn't that great for me, but I don't think I played this super well either.
It really did help
Oh,
differential
this is
win
gonna
though.
be super bad for differential too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally got 4-0'd, so I don't get any differential. Granted, oh man.
Was Hex killing Sylvan in a roll or was it guaranteed? He messed up. He was supposed to be max special attack and it somehow was max attack. So not only that, but he also got absolute min on the no investment. But that turn, I had actually triple arrows into Dragon Ball. So what would have happened was, I basically win the game with Basque Legion next to the Decidueye always. Anyway, it's just that it would be a 3-0 instead of a 4-0 because what was the roll? Triple arrows into the Lucario. Oh, I have no idea because he had 14. I could check right now. He had 14 and 7, right? And I think I had 18. I'm pretty sure I never killed. I believe I had 18 adamant. It probably never killed. Oh. 62% chance to KO. But like the important thing was I'd be able to satisfy. So what had happened was if he kills me there with Hex, I don't kill Dragapult, but I get the triple arrows off into Dragapult because I targeted it. And then and then I bring out Basque Legion, which is Scarf, and I simply just wave crash into Rotom, I Shadow Sneak Dragapult, and I win the game with Decidueye because he can't kill Decidueye. This is a Abomasnow? What the fuck is this? I'm so sorry. Why the fuck did it put a Abomasnow? Hello? Fuck out of here. It's the same damn roll. Okay, it's slightly less than my favorite, but it still dies Shadow Sneak. Why the fuck did it put a Abomasnow? Okay, same thing though. Same shit. So I got actually a higher
How
roll.
did I only do 16% to the Sylveon with Hex?
That's just
This
crazy.
is modest pulled. I did put modest, right? Wait.
That's so sad, man. Oh no, not the reaction. I didn't see this yet.
It didn't save it.
What's the top comment? I gotta see.
No wonder. I was like, there's no way it should say. Okay, that's
Not
my
be-
fault.
not
That's my
be-
fault.
not that it's study for years is crazy.
Oh my goodness, man. I was about to say because that changes so much. I was like, how did that live? And then I just have no investment. Man,
Shadow Sneak
I'm
was
anxious.
I
Okay,
literally
super excited
changed
about that, but
Sucker
it's
Punch to
week
Shadow
one.
Sneak.
It's
like,
week one.
or it was Tailwind to Shadow
Hopefully it
Sneak.
bounce back, but that is not exactly how I wanted this week one to. All right, future James here. That was a rough one, and I just.
Dude,
I
just-
don't mind.
I definitely got
losing to
lucky.
Joey. I think it was a good set across the board. Just losing in the way of like, okay, champions did not save my EVs properly.
Yeah, it's so
is
lame,
very
man. That was
frustrating.
so sad.
It is very frustrating because I think
Check
I was
out the
in a
post-game
decent spot.
interview we did,
Granted,
by the way,
I do
guys.
think that Sharpedo would have still been a little bit difficult, but it was definitely a playable position. And obviously, it went from a playable position to a pretty much game-losing position just off the fact that that outside factor happened, which is surprising because I've never had that happen before in a game like that, where it's like, okay, I thought the game just auto saves, but apparently it doesn't. And yeah, so it was only my home mons too. So it was my Dragapult and my Serena, which I was editing before the match in the morning,
Which is wild.
Should have been fine, and then it didn't save when we played in the afternoon. So I guess that's something that they hopefully will fix in the future. But in
It's really
the future matches,
frustrating.
I will be making sure that the EVs will be double checked before the match is started, so that won't make a mistake again. But I do want to say good games to Joey.
Hey,
Always a
Darkdust.
pleasure fighting him in VGC Draft League.
You made it to
and
the end, buddy.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot closer than I thought it would be, especially against the Sharpedo, which
He had
I
them in
do think I
Champions, didn't
heavily
work.
under-respected. I didn't think it was going to be brought nearly as much just because I felt like maybe Blastoise as well as like Vacuum Wave Lucario could definitely scare out a Sharpedo, but definitely well props to him. He definitely showed me that I under-prepped for it, and I heavily got punished for it. So go check out Joey. Awesome channel, especially when it's not hacked and not playing the sports news, but you can go check him out down below in the description.
1-0.
And hopefully we will be able to still do well in the remaining
Thank you,
parts of
James.
the
When it's
season.
not
only the
hacked, I
first week,
appreciate
so
that.
not too bad. And this is definitely one of my toughest opponent, demon-wise, on a personal level. So hopefully you enjoyed this match. I thought it was pretty great. And yeah, we're going to try and, of course, step it up for week 2 as we are playing the other semifinalists of the first season of the Wolfey
Thank you,
Draft League
fam.
next week in Mount. So
He confirmed
we'll see
them,
how
but
that
they
one
didn't say for some reason.
goes.
Thank you, fam. Have a great night. And then oh, this is my shit. Anyway, great game, James. Good overall. I does it, and we beat James, but like we definitely got lucky in this one. Dodge it. Yeah. Shut up, me. Anyway, I was weird. But anyway, guys, you did make it to the end, Dark Dust. But I appreciate everybody who pulled up for this 3-hour stream. It was a good time. It's 3 a.m. Yo, draft watch together is ending at 3 a.m. Name a better combo. It's been a minute, but I appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure you check out all the coaches. Check out wolfeydraftleague.com as well. And big shout out to the Kaisa Project as well for working with me. Again, we're spreading awareness on sexual assault. I think is a huge thing. You should do that with your community. So, exclamation mark Kaisa if you want to read a little bit more, get some resources to help you out. And yeah, thank you again, guys. Have a fantastic night. I'm gonna try and sleep. Iron Man tomorrow. We'll see. Have a great night, guys.